All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Harlandale Memorial Stadium in San Antonio, Texas for tonight's Bi-District Playoff game featuring the Devine Warhorses and the Ingleside High School Mustangs. As always, I'm Coach Jim Sessions, joined by Coach Gary Schmidt. And Schmitty, man, we're in the catbird seat up here after some of the places we've been this year.
I'm telling you what, man.
Boy, this is like Cadillac up
this
here.
This is the Cadillac facilities. That's right. We're sitting up here. We can. It's not like we got to look around the corner to see. We can see all the end zone. We can see the whole field. It's great. Cameramen up on the deck. Now, getting a little chilly out there. We do have the catbird seat because it's nice and warm. Our cameramen out there, they might be a little on the chilly side.
Yeah, we appreciate those guys. Lorenzo, as always, our roaming camera guy down on the field. You can see he's down there in the mix of everything already. If I take the billboard off, I guess you can see that. Let's go back there. There's Lorenzo down on the field. And then tonight we've got Roger Gutierrez joining us on the main camera. So any complaints go directly to Roger.
Straight to Raj.
Yeah,
straight to Raj. Yeah, absolutely.
Baldy and them are dealing with a little sickness at the house, so he wasn't able to make the trip. But Baldy, prayers for you guys.
Absolutely.
Hope Sam heals up pretty quick here. Academic broadcast tonight, Schmitty. That means we do not run any commercials. So we've gone live at 6:35, and we're running this one out until the end.
Wow. Academic broadcast, huh? You and I doing that is that's an oxymoron right there. But
it really is. Yeah.
But it is what it is. It's the playoffs. We're just happy we get to broadcast it.
Absolutely.
Because if somebody had picked it up because of the Fox Sports or the Bally Sports, whatever it is now, contract with UIL, we wouldn't have even been able to show the video of the game. We could have done a radio broadcast, but at least we're getting to put some video out there for our fans, and we appreciate our fans that are out there.
Absolutely. And kudos to UIL. I mean, this live stream thing kind of came about because of COVID. UIL's kind of run with it and said, hey, you know what? If nobody else is picking it up to license it, if you can do it through the school, we don't have a problem doing that at all. Yeah. So they allow us to do that. Of course, no commercials. So
yeah, so
more of us, which
unfortunately, y'all have to hear a little more of us. Hey, got a text in that, our fans are out there. We might have a bigger fan base tonight. I know there was somebody down in Ingleside who was going to tweet it out because they have nobody to broadcast it for them, so they were going to tweet out our link, which is awesome that we get to do it because, not everybody can make the trip all the time, just kind of like our fans. So cool that we get to offer the product for them as well.
Yeah, and we talk about this all the time, Schmitty. We are definitely Devine High School coaches and teachers. We're going to root for the Warhorses, absolutely, but we don't have a problem at all when Ingleside does something good. We're going to give them their props as well. But we're going to root for our kiddos.
Absolutely. Jimbo, you hit the nail on the head, and the only thing I would add to that is, it's kind of what we do. We're in the kid business.
We are.
And they're, those kids, when they do something good, they deserve to get some recognition. And like you said, we're cheering for our team.
Absolutely.
And, we're going to be a little biased towards our team. That's the nature of the beast. But, we don't wish any ill will, and we're going to cheer for our team and not against somebody else.
That's exactly right. We're glad you're joining us tonight on YouTube. Spread the word. I think we're going to get some decent numbers tonight. Schmitty, I think we're going to have a decent crowd as this is kind of in the backyard for the Warhorses.
It really is. You're looking out here and seeing the stands fill up. What is it, 35, 40-minute drive at the most to get here from Devine. So hoping a lot of people do make it out here to watch this. It's going to be awesome. Talking to the coaches earlier, it's really like looking at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah. Listening to everybody, it's 2 8-2 teams, two good teams, two good football teams. Expecting a battle out on the field here tonight.
Yep. And Coach Gomez is going to talk about, we got our 8-2 one way, they got their 8-2 another way. They're 8-2, they're undefeated.
Yeah.
Going into district play, they do play in a tough district.
Lorenzo's got our accommodations here. Go ahead and back it out a little bit, Lorenzo, if you get a chance. Yeah. Let everybody see where we're at here. So,
yeah, we are up in the catbird seat up there. Thank you, Lorenzo.
Yep, appreciate it. So, hey, speaking of talking to Coach Gomez, you got down on the field, got to interview him for a little bit.
I did. Got down there and got a good interview with Coach Gomez. Always get a great interview with Coach Gomez. I wish we, the stadium kind of blocked it. I wish I could have had Coach Gomez facing the other direction. We talk about the sunsets. Beautiful sunset going on. But let's go hear what Coach Gomez has to say about the game. That's probably more important.
All right, let's get to the pregame show here. All right, here is Coach Paul Gomez and little thoughts on tonight's game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, down here on the field, playoff field tonight. Coach, hey, great way to end the regular season, man. The kids played a great game. Tell us a little bit about that Crystal City win.
The boys came out ready to go. We knew that they were going to be really trying to stop the run with everything, and we saw that they were bringing the house on us, so we kind of made some adjustments and try to take advantage of them in the passing game, which worked out for us.
Well, I was going to say, we had a fantastic second quarter, 41 points, and I think most of it was in the air, the passes. So tell us a little bit about that and the whole 41-point production. That was a great second quarter.
It was. The guys executed well. Whether you run it or whether you pass it, it's all about execution as a team. We always tell the kids, one guy messes up, that may be a loss of one, because we didn't take care of that one person, or if one guy doesn't run the right route, and we might have a guy open, now we don't, and now we have to go somewhere else with it. So it's just execution is the biggest thing, and we executed well that night.
And that's what you would hope for. You're at the end of the season, into the regular season, the beginning of the real season, or the next season, exactly. I guess you'd say. Yeah. All right. Speaking of that, on to the business at hand. We are into the playoffs here. Going to face an Ingleside team, playoff season, lots of emotions, everything going on with that, pressure. Tell us a little bit about Ingleside. What are we going to see tonight? What can we expect?
Well, they're kind of like us. I mean, they run the ball. They're a running team. They get a lot of their plays, their pass plays. They get them off play action stuff. They do spread out some and sling the ball around. They're a lot like us. They get the running game going and then try to get something off that. But they got some speed. They got a fullback that runs a 4.6 and a strong, stocky kid that breaks a lot of tackles. And their tailback and their wing back, they're good athletes that can go get it. So I mean, we knew they were going to be good. And any team in the playoffs is good. They got an 8-2 record, playing a tough district ball game. They were undefeated until they started district. They lost to Rockport Fulton, which is another good football team, and they lost to Sinton. They gave Sinton a good run. It was 16-10, in the fourth quarter until a couple things kind of broke down on them, and Sinton ended up making it 30-16. But it was a tough ball game. It was a well played ball game on their part. So they're a good team, but you have to expect that.
Yeah, and they must be. Sinton highly ranked in the 3A and the 4A. Division II playoff rankings. So the fact that they were playing with them at halftime like that speaks volumes for how good they are going to be.
Yeah, it does. And defensively, they run a 50 defense. They got nose guard tackles, 2 ends, then it's a stack. They run a lot of 3-3 stack whenever we're spread, and they'll run kind of like a 5-3 look. So they'll have 5 down linemen and 3 backers, including the middle backer there, trying to stop the run against our close sets. So they got a big old nose guard. They got some big tackles. They got very athletic linebackers, and their middle backer is as good as they come. He's a good guy. Actually, the middle backer is a fullback.
No,
so you're talking about a 4.6
in the middle,
stocky kid that can run and go make plays. So they got their back end is very talented. They got some tall kids out there that can run and cover, and we got our work. Our work cut out for us, but that's the playoffs. This is what you expect.
That is, and when they look over here, they got their work cut out for them with the team that y'all are putting on the field tonight. Yeah. You guys are doing some great things, Coach. Hey, start of the next season. Let's go get that first win.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right, back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium, some words there from head football coach Paul Gomez, and it's what you'd expect him to say here, Week 11 playoffs starting.
Absolutely, and just like he said, it's no fluke that this team that we're playing is here.
No, absolutely not.
But by the same token, it's no fluke that we're here.
Correct.
These guys have been working hard all year long. They've been doing some great things. As we watch them, they've been getting better and better. We're going to talk to Coach Villa about some of this stuff, but offensively and defensively, you see the boys
reading their keys, trusting their keys, and we've been talking about that all along, especially with Coach Villa, about the trust factor, and you can really see that starting to shine through. And don't forget, some of these people that we're asking to trust are young.
I was just thinking that Coach Gomez came out to the house Wednesday night. We got to do a podcast episode talking to Coach Gomez, and he was like, at the district meeting, one of the coaches stood up and was like, dude, the Hondo coach was like, Devine, sophomore, freshman. Coach Gomez said, don't take anything away from our senior class. Those 10, 11 seniors, great leaders, a lot of great things. But like you said, a lot of the guys we depend on are young kids. They're starting to figure some things out, and they're starting to trust keys, and they're starting to fly around the football field.
That's right. And you hit the nail on the head, Jimbo. You've got Cannonball anchoring that line, senior leadership. You can see him. We're watching him calling defenses, calling coverages before they even come up to the line. As soon as he sees it, he's got the recognition because of the film he watches and the leader that he is. You've got Hack leading the skill guys in the backfield. But around those two, and Brummage and Jared down there on that line also. But around those guys, you also have all these young kids. You have a freshman on the line of scrimmage. You have sophomores in the backfield. You got Hayden Dubose, the senior, back there with those young kids. You got X back there, another senior with those young kids. But, it's one or two old kids, one or two young kids.
Yeah.
And I say old, seniors, and we're going to miss those guys next year. We're going to miss that leadership.
Absolutely. And Coach Gomez even went back. Last week we had Noah Brogdon join us in the booth.
Correct.
Coach Gomez even went back to that group. That was Coach Gomez's first group of senior kids, and talked about how they set the foundation for this program and how the seniors have just kind of built on that going down. And now after 5 years, it's like you're talking about. They're providing that leadership for these young kids, and these young kids are expected to move into those roles going forward.
And if any of those guys are out there that played with Noah back in Coach Gomez's first class, because every coach has a first class.
Exactly, yeah. I can't remember mine. It was so long ago. But
well, we've had a few years for us.
And actually, I can. But
it's awesome, and you hope those guys understand the foundation that they set, because they went through a lot, but they did a lot of good things for Coach Gomez. And like you said, they laid a foundation of leadership that, Hack is Cannonball, Brummage, Fernandez, Dubose are just taken with Contreras are taken with them.
Absolutely. Well, you also got to talk with Coach George Villa. We always go defense next.
That's right. We don't want to change anything up. Not that anybody's superstitious, but since we're talking to the baseball coach, we talked to him. We talked about again, reading our keys and trusting our keys, and he talks a little bit about what they've got and what we're going to see.
All right, here we go. This is defensive coordinator George Villa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Down here on the field with defensive coordinator George Villa. Coach Villa, solid defensive performance in the final regular season game. Tell us a little bit about what the defense did during the Crystal City game.
Well, we went back to base like we talk about all the time. They did a really, really good job of trusting their keys. Did a really good job of being aggressive. We kind of told them that this was going to be a game where we had to win in our base, and we did. We did a really good job. We gave up those 2 touches where we had 2 of our defensive players that didn't do what they were supposed to, and that's what happened. And that was a great teaching tool for this coming game, because we're going to have to really reread our keys with what they do offensively as far as Ingleside goes. But I was super proud, very, very proud of our defense last week.
That's awesome, Coach. They did a great job, and they've just gotten better trusting those keys every week like you've been talking about. Okay, on to the business at hand. Playoff football, exciting atmosphere, a lot of emotions. So we're going to have to really trust those keys. What is Ingleside's offense going to do to try to attack your defense tonight?
Ingleside's offense is very similar to ours. They're going to run the power sweeps. They're going to run a lot of G schemes. And so our linebackers are going to really, really have to be focused on their keys. And once they get their key, they're going to have to be aggressive again in that hole that they're assigned to. Our secondary is going to have to come up and make tackles. We're looking for our defensive linemen to get in and get some penetration. So if we can do those things tonight and force them to do something they're not accustomed to, which is throwing the ball, then I think I like our chances.
Well, that's awesome, Coach. So got some good information right there. We need to make them throw it. Coach, let's go get that first playoff win.
Yes, sir.
All right, back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Nice interview with defensive coordinator Coach George Villa. And, boy, you're right. It sounds like we're looking at the mirror right here. Both teams want to really run the ball, not really wanting to put the ball in the air. Probably both keys for both defensive coordinators.
That's what I'm thinking. Both teams are going to say, let's see if we can make the other guy throw it. However, we're going to talk to Coach Eads about maybe the Warhorse throwing a little bit last week. But, hey, one thing I want to touch on that Coach Villa said right there is he talked about teachable moments. Mm-hmm. And you're in week 10 of a season that started way back in, 100-degree August days, and you're still finding these teachable moments for these guys out there. And I think it's important to stress how, you're watching the film and you're getting out there and you're like, hey, you guys did really good, but we didn't read this key, and it's because we didn't read this key, blah, 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 blah happened. Right. And you're, I don't think people out there away from the game understand how much teaching goes in, how much, it's every day. It's, talking to these kids about this and about that. And, a lot of times we as coaches take it for granted.
Absolutely.
That, you and I have talked about this one a bunch of times. We say a word in practice, and we look at the kids and we think, well, they know what we're talking about. Now, the fact that we've been doing it for 100 years, that word, finally, after 20-something years, I finally started asking, hey, do you know what that word means?
Yeah.
And sometimes that's what these coaches are running, Coach V and them. Even though we might have been saying this word all year long, a lot of times the kids don't want to show you that they don't know.
Correct.
And so they won't ask, and
sorry, real quick. There's the Warhorses coming onto the field for tonight's game.
So, little things like that. I just think that's interesting that he talked about teachable moments and how true that it really is as you go forward.
And they're always going to happen. And as we talk about this game is bigger than this game. This game is a microcosm of life. There's going to be teachable moments in life as well. You've always got to be learning. Hey, let's jump into the offensive coordinator, Evan Eads, real fast. Warhorses are out on the field. Ingleside Mustangs not quite out. I know the national anthem's coming. Let's get into Coach Eads. What all do you have to talk about with him?
With Coach Eads, we talked about how we are going to Crystal City really said we don't think Devine can pass, and we're going to talk about that because, interestingly enough, for, the first time in how many years, we had more passing yards in the Crystal City game than we had, kind of the same total numbers, but more passing yards than rushing yards, and that is just not a normal Devine team.
No, it is not. All right, here it is, an interview with offensive coordinator Coach Evan Eads.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Down on the field with offensive coordinator Evan Eads. Coach, hey, great performance, offensive performance, another huge offensive night for the Horses. But you did it a little bit different.
Yeah, we did.
Not the normal numbers we see from the Warhorses.
Yeah, the same total numbers, but we threw the ball very well the other night. It was fun.
And they just stacked the box on y'all and kind of dared you to do it.
Made us do it, yes, sir.
Brady stepped up, and the receivers did a great job. I mean, not only that, but your linemen.
Oh, the linemen blocked great.
And we've been talking about that all year long. Yes. But you don't throw the ball for that many yards without them doing a little work.
Yeah, he had time. He definitely had time to make the right read. And we don't dislike throwing the ball. We just like running the ball. But if you make us throw it, we will throw it.
And apparently we are good at it, too.
Yes, sir.
Okay, playoff football tonight. Here we go. What are we going to see from their defense? What are they going to do? I hear Cannonball's facing another big
nose guard for Cannon. He wouldn't have it any other way.
That's it.
No, their nose guard is a stud. Their middle backer is a stud. They have two outside backers that are good and two drop ends that are good. And we're going to have to find out how they're adjusting to our formations, and we're going to find the best matchup that we can, and we're going to go hit them in the mouth. I mean, we're going to attack them.
And, Coach, that's what y'all been doing all year long. Kind of, you've faced a lot of defenses where you had to see what they're going to set up in, and then y'all have had to adjust. Kids have done a great job just getting better and better and making those adjustments as the year goes on. So, sounds like you got a good game plan for tonight.
Yeah, their defensive coordinator is pretty good. We're going to have to work.
I wonder who that is. Do we know him? I think we know him, don't we? Yeah. All right. Hey, Coach, good luck. Let's go get that first playoff win.
Thank you, sir.
All right, back here, Harlandale Memorial Stadium, getting ready for the national anthem as it looks like both teams are getting on the field here. We're kind of in the booth. We really can't hear what the PA guy is saying out there.
No, we really can't hear what the PA guy said, but we did just see everybody stand up and take their hats off. So I think they're close. Let's go to Lorenzo.
All right, we're going to try it. We're going to try Lorenzo's camera here and see what we can get. All right, going live, Lorenzo. I hope that worked out well. It seemed like it did on our end. We'll have to get Baldy to text in and let us know, but that's kind of different.
It was. It's kind of a neat feature to be able to have with Lorenzo. It kind of opens up a new avenue for interviews.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? We could do don't tell Lorenzo, but we could do a live halftime interview now.
He'll be in that locker room. We won't want to be hearing what's going on. Hey, I want to throw out there. You hear Coach Eads' comment about the defensive coordinator for Ingleside?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Long-time high school coach and graduate.
Yes, Devine alum.
Mr. Rene Muniz
yes.
is the defensive coordinator. So while I was down there on the field, I walked over while he was talking to the other coaches, and I was like, hey, I'm here to interview the defensive coordinator from the other side. I mean, we want to find out what your defense is going to do to us, just in case you want to let us in on any secrets.
Yeah.
He said he couldn't do that, but, I thought I'd give it a try.
Well, the headsets that we use to communicate with Lorenzo and them, Lorenzo actually gave it to Renee. I got to speak to him for a little bit earlier. Just had another baby, their second child, him and Holly. Holly also an Arabian alum, or Devine alum, and a former Arabian. Coached here for a while. Just had their second child, so congratulations to them. I think they've got a 4-year-old and a 3-month-old, something like that. So congratulations to the Munizes there. I told him good luck. I didn't mean it necessarily 100%, maybe about 80%.
Yeah, happy to see a Devine alum out there, somewhere else having success. We're talking about this one. There are Devine alums everywhere out there having success. This happens to be one we're facing tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're getting close to the coin toss here. Let's see. You think we have time to jump into Coach Taylor's interview?
We probably do. It's only a couple minutes long.
All right, let's get to it real fast. This is Special Teams Coordinator, Coach Scott Taylor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Down here, pre-playoff game with Special Teams Coordinator Scott Taylor. Congratulations on a great regular season, Coach.
Thank you.
Hey, we're in the playoffs. But let's go back and talk about the Crystal City game. How did we perform? How did our special teams do?
Other than that oning kickoff where we kind of ran into each other and looked like some clowns, we did quite well. 6 for 6 on extra points until we had the penalty that backed us up out of range a little bit. And then everything else, we didn't do anything that cost us, and there wasn't a whole lot of things to correct. So it was a good performance.
That's good, and that's what you'd want.
The playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Okay, playoff time. I'm guessing anything goes. Playoff.
Definitely.
The playbooks are wide open.
Yes.
So I'm guessing that means special teams are wide open. What?
Definitely.
Do we have anything from Ingleside or
scouting them and the way they kick? It looked like the way we kick.
Okay.
The ball's all over the place. It's on the ground. It's up high. It's deep.
So you're flipping a coin.
So it's a lot like it was really a lot. Everybody was like, "Hey, we're playing against us in the special teams this week," and I was like, "Yeah," and a lot of it. And then they run about 3 different formations punt wise, and so it's just a lot of preparation as far as those things go. Then like I've said all year, it's when with special teams it comes down to who executes what they do best,
Right.
and that's really what it comes down to, because there's all sorts of schemes, and it's just kind of like offense and defense, all sorts of schemes. It's just whoever executes the best.
That's right. Well, and I've heard that a lot tonight in these interviews that we look like we're facing ourselves out here. So let's go beat ourselves up a little bit.
Let's go
okay?
beat up on ourselves.
That's right. Hey, good luck tonight, Coach. Let's go get a W.
Thanks.
All right, we're back here. Coin toss. Ingleside won, but they're going to defer, as Lorenzo will show you. And Warhorses have elected to receive the ball first, which is a smart move when the other team defers.
That is correct. So captains for Ingleside, just FYI, number 10, Hilario Lopez, a junior, wide receiver. Number 50, that would be Eric Stapp, a senior O-lineman. Number 1, Aiden Chalk, senior wide receiver and DB. And number 28 is Jackson Mabley?
Yeah,
Mobley?
looks good. Yeah, you can't, playoff rosters, a lot of the JV kids come up and they try to put everything on one page and it's really tiny. So
and that's the senior fullback. And we've heard a lot about him. If that's who they've been talking about, senior fullback and linebacker, that is a one to watch tonight. For the Warhorses, we had number 6, which is Xavier Contreras. Number 1, Brady Hackabill. Number 55, Jared Fernandez. And number 17, Mason Martinez out there for the Warhorses.
All right, we're about ready to get this underway. Hey, Rod, see if you can get the kicker a little bit here as well. Looks like we're about underway, folks. Let's see if we can get the scoreboard cam in. There it is. All right, and this looks like number 19, Brandon Hernandez, sophomore, fixing to do the honors here for Ingleside. And the left footer is going to kick this one deep. That ball is going to be fielded by Dubose at the 3-yard line. Hayden Dubose heading right, and he's going to be upended there at the 9-yard line.
Boy, heck of a defensive play by number 7, J.C. Smith, sophomore from Ingleside, got down there on the coverage and made a heck of a tackle. So the Warhorses will start deep in their own territory. But, Jimbo, we've seen the Warhorses have some success on our opening drive. So let's see if we can't keep that spirit rolling.
Absolutely. Warhorses will take over here. 1st and 10. Ball is going to be at the 10-yard line. So 5 seconds gone on this one. Just underway here, Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Welcome, everyone. This is handoff Santos, right side. He's going to have about 3 on first down there, Schmitty.
A host of Mustangs there to bottle him up. Line did a good job opening that hole, in there. And there's what we talked about pretty much all season long, Jimbo. Gain of 4 or 5 yards. We talked about how those 4 or 5 yards right now generally turn into 7 or 8 later on in the game. But, hey, 4 yards and 4 yards keeps you ahead of the chain.
Absolutely. Ball moved out to the 14-yard line. So like somebody said, gain of 4. Hack under center. A little motion there by Dubose. Is going to be pitched back left side. And that is going to be out past the 15, maybe 16-yard line. Looks like that was Esquivel, I believe.
Pretty sure that was Gabe. I'm pretty sure that was Gabe that ran the ball right there. Yep, he's got the white leg band on. Ball looks like they've moved it out just about to the 17. So about 3 yards to go here on 3rd down. And, that's right in that ahead of the chains area.
Absolutely.
For the Horses, offensive line, that you're looking down there, 54 and 76. That's 2 big old boys, 76. That's that big Artie Gonzalez. That's that big D lineman nose guard that Cannonball's having to face all night long, and he's wearing him out right there.
That's Ethan Santos, right side. First down yardage as he'll be out past the 20 to the 24-yard line. That moves the chains for the Horses.
That was a heck of a combo block by Cannonball and Fobble to get that big lineman out of the way and open up that hole for Santos to get the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, both teams, from what we're hearing, like to run the ball. We know the Warhorses do. Sounds like the Mustangs do too. This might be a game that involves lots of horsepower.
Oh,
how about that?
You just went there, didn't you?
Yeah, we just lost half our viewers. Sorry about that, folks. All right.
Okay.
1st and 10 for the Horses, ball at the 24.
Right downhill. We're not even 3 minutes into the game.
That's the way we roll here, folks. Handoff Dubose at left side. Maybe a gain of 2 out past the 25, 26-yard line.
Mustang defense had some penetration there. find it interesting that the Ingleside Mustangs are blue and white, just like the Natalia Mustangs are blue and white. I wonder if you're named Mustang, you got to be blue and white.
Well, maybe that's a rule in the state of Texas.
It could be. It could be a rule.
Although I think Nixon High School in Laredo are the Mustangs, but they're green and gold. I think
they didn't get the memo.
I don't think they did.
They missed the memo.
Well, they might have a phone like Coach Mangold's where it just doesn't get the text messages.
Or it doesn't get text or pictures.
Double wing here for the Horses. This is going to be actually a reverse here. Santos right side. He's got a blocker in front.
Ooh, that's big old bobble out there.
45-yard line. Big play on second down for the Horses.
Boy, that was Carter Fobble out there getting that big block to spring Ethan for another 15 or 20 yards. Fantastic to see. Hey,
looks like we've got some laundry down on the field. This one's coming back.
The bus driving school showed up. We don't need that. That's not what we want to see on a great play from the Horses. Hey, just a little shout-out to our neighbors to the north. Talking about Natalia, they got a big bi-district win last night, 35-7 over Taft.
Sure
so congratulations to them. We'll see how their season continues as they move into the area round of the playoffs next week.
Winner of tonight's game here will move on to face the Texans from Wimberley. They had a big win over Navasota last night.
I've got that score right here. That was a 56-0.
Well, I knew it was a big win.
It was a very big win.
Trips to the left side here for the Horses. Penalty flag is going to bring him back second down and about 18. Hack's looking to throw. Going to run. No, he's going to throw it. This is going to be deep. And that ball is thrown out of bounds. It was intended on the far side. I can't get the number.
I think that's Dubose
there. I think it was.
I think that's Dubose, Jimbo.
It is.
We're in a catbird seat and we can't see over there.
Well, it's a long ways across there, and we didn't bring Faberado's binoculars. So
I know. Good protection from the line. We talked about that in the interview with Coach Eads and how, the Warhorses did have so many yards passing last week, and you don't do that without your line working as hard as they did. And they do every week, I should say.
Looks like it's going to be third down, 18 for the Horses. Twins both sides. This is going to be Hack with the quarterback keep, and that is well played by the Mustangs. Hack gets out close to the 20, but that's not going to be enough. That's going to bring up fourth and long for the Horses.
Looked like they were ready for that quarterback sneak there, and, Hack's put up some good numbers all year long. Unfortunately, that is going to bring up the fourth down. And, Jimbo, we've talked about it, the keys to the game. You can't have that laundry on the field. That penalty, it was a huge gain out across the 50-yard line, and now we're going to have to punt from our own 19.
Yeah, Ingleside's punt returner standing at the 46-yard line of the Warhorses. No rush. This is going to be a great punt by Peyton Carr. That's going to take a Warhorse bounce. It's going to be fielded at the 40-yard line. That is number 7, J.C. Smith, and he is going to be brought down after a gain of about 7.
Excellent job getting down field on coverage. And Jimbo, that's our guy, Cannonball.
The Cannonball.
Snap the ball and gets down there and makes the tackle. Then, of course, he's with Peyton Dubose and another Warhorse on that tackle. But great job by Cannon sprinting down the field. A lot of times the center gets to go free, and Cannonball took full advantage of that. And that would be a great place for a scoop and score for the young man. We are going to get that before it's over with.
All right, here comes Ingleside to the line of scrimmage. J.C. Smith in motion there. They're going to pitch it to him, and he is going to have some positive yardage there, gain of 3 on first down.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good battle going on there at the line of scrimmage, with the defensive line of the Warhorse has been playing well all year long, and that is a pretty large Ingleside line. But that's nothing the Warhorses aren't used to. I mean, they've been the smaller line pretty much all year long.
Coach Gomez talked about that on the podcast. He said, we've been the youngest team every game. We've been the smallest team every game.
I'm not so sure those boys don't take a little pride in that.
I think they do. Gain of 3 there, so it's 2nd and 7 for the Mustangs. Jacobson's the quarterback. He's going to be in the gun. He's looking to throw, rolling to the right, and he is going to throw, and that ball is tipped incomplete and up in the air. So 3rd down and about 7 upcoming.
Great coverage out there by number 5, Gabe Esquivel, and number 24, Brandon Martinez, tipping that ball away. And that ball flew up into no man's land, Jimbo. They did have a route going deep, but the DB that was covering that, there's no way he could have gotten back for the pick. So that does bring up 3rd and a long 7, 8 maybe for the Mustangs.
It looks like the ball just shy of the 50. Sorry, there's
no, that's all right.
Handoff right side. And that is going to be short of the line to gain, out past the Warhorse 45.
Nice job by Hack getting down there and stopping him. He was about to try to pop through there. It's going to bring up 4th and 1, so decision time. Is Ingleside a little bit like Devine? They've been like Devine, probably going to go for it right here.
Yeah, 4th and 1. That definitely looked like the play call of, hey, this is 4-down territory for us. Ingleside,
I agree with you.
Quick to the line, handoff, fullback, right up the middle.
Ooh,
Contact
it's gonna be
made
close,
at the line
Jimbo.
of scrimmage. Let's see where they mark this one.
I've got one line judge saying, oh, they're already waving him forward. The far line judge is giving him a full yard and a half on that gain. So
looks like they got him into the 42-yard line. That will be enough for a first down, so the Mustangs move the chains here. So
there was a big pileup right there at that line of scrimmage. Those yards are going to be tough to come by. You know, I'm thinking at some point during this game there's going to be a couple of missed 4th down conversions with the
that's possible.
Damage all the big boys are doing, ours and theirs.
This is going to be the speed sweep going left. That's number 15, Dominic Rodriguez. Nope, that's 14. Leo Villarreal, 15. Another gain of about 3 on that play for the Mustangs.
Good job by the Horses. You know, the Horses are not giving up the 3 and 4 yards like we talk about on first down. It actually got it on 2nd and 3rd down. So, you know, if they can keep them behind the chains, we always talk about being in front of the chains, and defensively you want to keep them behind the chains. We could get a stop right here with the ball. 39-yard line.
39-yard line. 2nd down and 7. This is going to be handoff coming right. Got some room. This is going to be number 22 for the Mustangs down inside the 20, run out of bounds. Well, that is Jordan Randall with the carry.
Randall got a big block over here on the corner that opened it up for another 15 yards. Warhorses had good pursuit coming out there, but it was just a well-blocked play up front that sprung him in. They talked about the speed, and there was a good picture of the speed
absolutely
that this team has.
So ball in the red zone here for the Mustangs. Ball's at the 19-yard line. 5 minutes, 21 seconds left to go in the first half. First quarter, excuse me.
I'm guessing with this running game, that clock might keep running too, Jimbo.
It might. Jacobson under center this time. Handoff right up the middle. Ooh. And that is going to be a touchdown for the Ingleside Mustangs. 22, Jordan Randall again with the carry and the score.
Boy, he came through that hole. Looked like he barely got touched by the line. And that's going to be the first points on the game. The Warhorses are going to find themselves in a hole, which is a little different than we faced all year long, Jimbo. But we have seen them behind, and they don't have any quit in them. They have a lot of fight and a lot of rally.
Absolutely. This is going to be number 19. I believe this is Hernandez, excuse me. Brandon Hernandez for the extra point attempt.
He kicks with the wrong foot.
He does, but he kicks well with the wrong foot.
That ball's in the locker room over there.
It is. That's a good extra point for Ingleside. So they lead this one 7-0 here. This is where we'd normally get to catch our breath and take a little
take a little commercial
break.
sponsor break, but academic broadcast, being the academics that we are.
Yeah, that's the first time we've been accused of that.
Ever.
So, ever, yeah.
If you saw who we sit with every day, you would know.
Yeah.
We've got a good group of peeps that we sit with every day, Jimbo.
We are truly blessed.
I tell you what, we have no commercials, but we have a boatload of stuff going on at Devine High School.
We do, and we'll get into some of that as we go through this broadcast. Looks like we've got a crew that's rolling this pretty quick.
They're going to help us out.
I think so. Well, maybe Lorenzo told him we were going to have to talk the whole time.
Well, if he did, I appreciate it.
I tell you what, this also gives us a chance to get a lot more Lorenzo shots here with the roaming camera.
Absolutely. What a great addition that has been to this year's broadcast.
It really has. We messed around and we were able to do it a little bit last year for a couple of broadcasts. And this year we've actually been able to travel with it. And Lorenzo does a great job with that. We appreciate all he does.
I know Bobby's out there, and he is in the neighborhood of the number one Warhorse fan, Bobby Campsey. But Lorenzo's right up there in the top 5 or 10.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's in the huddle with them. He's in the tunnel with them. Yep. He just loves it. He loves everything about it. You know, grew up in Devine, was a Warhorse. He's an alum. And he loves it, which that's awesome. That's what makes our community such a good place to be.
Absolutely. And he is also a super sleuth as he tracked down the old tunnel.
Yes, he did.
He's been on a mission to do that. He was able to round it up. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. So, all right, here come the Horses. Looks like shotgun for Hack, 1st and 10 as that kickoff went in the end zone. And that is going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. No gain as the ball stays at the 25.
It looked like number 28, that's that middle linebacker position played by Jackson Mabel. And we heard several coaches talking about him in the pregame interviews, and there he steps up and shows what all the fuss is about.
Yep, a big play there. No gain on first down, so that brings up 2nd and 10 for the Horses. Hack's going to go under center this time. Double wing for the Horses. Santos, pitch back, right side. Trying to get to the corner. He's got it there. He'll be out to the 30-yard line. Looks like a gain of 5 on 2nd down, so make it 3rd and 5 for the Horses.
Number 15, Leo Villarreal, running him out of bounds. And for the Ingleside fans that might be out there watching, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the names. I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah, we get the rosters a little bit late in the week, and then – we've also been at basketball practice all week.
Absolutely. You and I both do all the other jobs. You announce softball, I announce baseball. We get to ask, hey, can you help me with the pronunciation of this name?
It doesn't always help me when
I ask.
No,
it doesn't. But at the football game, there's so many names you don't even know which one to ask about.
This is going to be Santos on the tackle trap, 3rd and 5, and it is going to be stuffed. No gain there.
That was another host of Mustangs on that play. Looked like 64. That would be Seth Morgan, linebacker, leading the charge on that play. So that is going to put the Warhorses in another punt situation. Peyton Carr had a really good punt last time, Jimbo, but starting from so deep in his territory, this time at least we've got the Ingleside move back on their side of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Peyton Carr back to do the punting for the Horses, 4th and 5. Good snap. And this is going to be a low line drive punt. Knox is going to catch it at the 40, and great coverage by the Horses. They'll bring him down at the 44.
I'm telling you what, that was Hayden Dubose, and he's like a bullet down the field and making contact. And then we had Mason Martinez and Aiden Zapata both down there to help bring him down. But that low line drive kick, Jimbo, that could be tough for the coverage team.
Absolutely.
Coach Taylor's special team's doing a good job on that.
All right, so Ingleside will have the ball here at the 44-yard line. So their second possession.
Coach Villa's defense really needs to step up. We need to stop. We need a quick 3 and out and get that ball back into the Warhorses' hands, and let's let those backs get turned loose a little bit.
I agree with that 100% here. Here comes Ingleside quick to the line. Under center's Jacobson. They're going to hand off right side, and that is bottled up by the Horses. That looked like number 15, Leo Villarreal.
It was number 15, Leo Villarreal, and I tell you what, there's a little bit of everybody had a hand on him. Gabe Escobar and Sammy Guardiola were the ones that finally got him on the ground, but you hit the nail on the head, Coach Jay. They bottled that up right there and didn't let him do anything. Kind of bounced off the pile to get the yardage he did.
Yeah, it might have been Christian Roca. Now that we're looking at it, it looks like 16 maybe instead of 15.
I think you were right, 15.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Because I think 16 went in motion the other way. But
there he goes again. This is going to be handed off to Christian Roca. He's going to go outside left, and he's going to have first down yardage into Warhorse territory down to the 40-yard line. Big run there by Roca.
Mustangs getting some good blocks on the edge to seal the Warhorses in and let Roca get that big pitch and gain. Ball rushing right at the 40-yard line, being up 1st and 10. 2:11 to go here. The Horses looking for a stop.
Ingleside very deliberate in getting the play in here, taking their time.
They're interesting, and I'll come back to that.
And here we go. Jacobson is going to be under center, handoff right up the middle. Initial contact made at the line of scrimmage. I think that is going to be Randall.
I believe that was Randall again with the ball. What I was going to say is it's interesting is they're kind of deliberate getting the play, but when they come out of the huddle, they sprint to that line, and they're ready to go quick if you're not paying attention.
Absolutely. This does remind me a lot of what the Warhorses do, listening to the coaching staff.
Oh, absolutely. And look at this. They're not even in a real huddle. They're kind of just up there in line. Look, the linemen sprinting to the line there. Yep. They're ready to go quick if they need to.
Going empty backfield. They're going to throw this. This is going to be caught, and that is going to be first down yardage as number 30, Lino Solis, it looks like.
No, I think that's number 20.
Oh, 20?
20, Eric Edison. They caught that pass.
Edison. Yep, you're right. It is number 20. Boy, I tell you what, I need to get my glasses.
I tell you what, There's a little glare on this glass, and some of those numbers, that when they get folded up under those pads, was that an 8? Was that a 6?
Yeah.
There's no doubt you can miss a number in a hurry.
Absolutely.
But they did get that ball just to 10 yards because it's spotted on the 30-yard line.
First down and 10. This is going to be kind of a tackle trap for Ingleside. That one is 7. J.C. Smith, well played by the Horses, no gain.
Absolutely. Luke Friesenhahn, number 11, right there to bring him down, coming in from that DN position and clogging that play up and stopping him for no gain. No loss either, I guess. It just balls right back where it was.
Just got a text in from Sherry Knox. She is watching. She said that Jim and Knox in the box would be good. She had a dream that she was a part of our broadcast up there.
Hey.
How about that?
Hey, we'll
come on.
We'll take it.
Handoff right side here. Well played by the Horses. No gain on the play as Randall's going to be bottled up.
Great job by Brandon Martinez making the first contact, and then Sammy Guardiola coming in there and laying the lick along with, guess who? Cannonball.
Hey, Schmitty, guess what? That is the end of the first quarter. Yeah.
Does my watch deceive me, or does that say 7:23?
It says
after a 7 o'clock start.
Yeah, that's a pretty quick quarter there. So there's a nice view of the crowd here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium on the south side of San Antonio.
Really nice stadium. Look at there, and you know what? I know the fans can't see what I'm looking at. And there's Lorenzo. He's waving his arms. He's trying to get the fans up and going, trying to get them to do the wave. I mean, that guy is all over being a Warhorse fan.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And, hey, you know what? Nice crowd from across the way. Ingleside looks like they traveled pretty well tonight.
And pretty good trip for them.
It is.
I mean, that,
We know well. We made that trip last year.
Yes, we did.
All down to Corpus.
Down to Buckaroo Stadium.
Yep, so. Michael Joseph, Express News, he tunes in and watches. He just texted in, said fastest quarter of the season. I would agree with that.
I would have to say yes.
We've had some girls' basketball quarters that can't end in 22 minutes.
And they're only 8 minutes long to start with.
That's it.
Oh, we got some trips over here, Jimbo.
Looks like Ingleside coming out. 3rd down and 11. They're going trips to the left, Twins right side. Looking to throw, setting up the middle screen, and that's Smith. And that is going to be a touchdown for the Mustangs, as Smith will take it 31 yards for the score.
Boy, that was well blocked, Jimbo. Looked like Jared Fernandez had a beeline for him. Of course, then you realize what's going on, and Jared did. Tried to put on the brakes and get back out there, but the recognition was just a hair late. And that it kind of goes back to what Coach Villa was saying. Next time he's going to read that screen earlier.
Absolutely. 13-0 Ingleside. Hernandez out to do the extra point. Good snap and hold, and it is up, and it is good. So the Mustangs up 14-0.
I think he just kicked that ball into our Suburban out there.
I think he did. Well, I backed in, too. He might have hit the windshield. Hope it's okay.
Well, it's not like the baseball.
That's true.
But anyway, yeah, Jimbo, lots going on. You kind of touched on it just a little bit. Basketball is starting, and you've had one game already.
We have, yep. Was able to play. We weren't full strength. Didn't have all our volleyball kids because volleyball was in the playoffs.
Which they, Leanne McIver, once again with a fantastic run deep into the volleyball playoffs. She's becoming known for that, Jim.
Absolutely. Leanne was able to go win her 6th straight district title. We were talking about Coach Renee Menyes from Ingleside. His wife, Holly, was a longtime assistant with Leanne there. And then Holly had some success with Ingleside volleyball.
That's right.
Coach Mack, 6 straight district titles. Went to the 3rd round of the district or of the playoffs here. Was able to defeat Carrizo Springs in the bi-district round and was able to beat Alice in the area round, and then was defeated by Cal Allen. A very tough Cal Allen team.
Very tough Cal Allen team, that's right.
The other night. So kudos to them. We've got some of the all-district stuff. We'll get to that when we get a chance. We have plenty of time tonight, I'm thinking.
Yeah, all-district and academic all-district. This is where the real academics part of it comes in.
Absolutely. All right, this ball is going to be fielded by the Warhorses at the 15-yard line.
Looks like number 7, Nate.
That is Nate Ramirez out past the 35-yard line, and we do have a flag at about the 25-yard line.
Boy, that was a great hole. I thought he had a chance to bust that like we've seen Ethan Santos do this year. But flag looks like for block in the back.
Looks like it. Hey, we just got a text in from sunny San Diego, California. thinking this is going to be Angel Gonzalez texting in. He says, "Go Horses." He is watching. Angel, appreciate you tuning in to watch there, buddy.
Absolutely.
And I guess that would be the exception for it being 7:25 here. It would be 5:25 there in the.
Correct. So they had to get an early start to watching their game.
That's it. Just got off work.
They're probably sitting in California traffic somewhere.
Probably so.
I mean, if it's anything like my sister talks about, she lives in the Napa area, and she's always talking about the traffic coming out of San Francisco. So,
all right, 1st and 10 after the penalty takes the Warhorses all the way back to the 15-yard line. Hack's going to be under center, and this is going to be him with the keep, trying to get outside, and he's going to be run down, maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on the play.
That defense, you know, of course, Coach Eads being the defensive coordinator there, he might have a little bit of inside information on how Devine wants to run the ball.
Well, and this is the offense that the Warhorses ran both when Coach Eads played for the Warhorses
and when he coached
for the Warhorses.
So that's why I'm saying he's got a little inside information. Not anything fishy, just if you grow up doing it, you probably got a clue what it's going to look like.
Absolutely. 2nd down for the Horses. Looks like a gain of 2 for Hack there. So 2nd and 8. Under center again for Hack. This is going to be motion. And Hack's going to keep
there
a
it
little
is.
option
There's a little
here.
option.
Xavier Contreras trying to get outside, and he's going to be run out of bounds. Small gain on the play. Not much of a gain, though. It looks like maybe 1.
I think that's Gabe.
Was that Gabe?
I think that's Gabe. It's a white.
Yep,
it's a
sure
white
is.
leg.
It sure is.
That was Gabe again. Sorry, Gabe.
Yep. Here comes X onto the field now.
Yep.
Now they're both out there now. Really.
That's it's bad news now, Jimbo.
Yep.
Oh no, Gabe's coming off.
Yeah,
Gabe's going to get a break after that run.
Maybe I can remember this. X is in.
All that territory that Gabe covered and picked up about a yard, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Horses.
Trips to the right side for the Horses. 1 receiver to the left. Hack's going to roll right.
Oh, he's
looking
open.
to throw. And that is going to be completed at the 30-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And that was X that made that reception.
Absolutely. Xavier Contreras, the senior, with the catch. 1st down, Horses.
Good to see Wards, get that first down. We had one earlier, and it's called back by the penalty. Get this 1st down, get the chains going. Okay, everybody can breathe now. We've got a little bit into the game going on. Now let's relax and go play Warhorse football.
Yeah, Warhorses looking to try to get the ball down the field for a score here. Down 14-0 here early in the 2nd. This is going to be Nate Ramirez on motion. Hack's going to keep it off of 1 tackle, brought down, though, as he gets past the 30, maybe 31-yard line.
Number 25, Diego Del Bosque, another senior DN or outside linebacker out there making the tackle. I thought Hack looked like he was going to bounce off that and come slipping around the edge, and he had some space if Del Bosque doesn't make that tackle.
I agree with that. Gain of 1 as it was. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9 here for the Horses.
Ball resting on the 31-yard line.
Trips to the left side this time for the Horses. Xavier Contreras split wide right. 3-by-1. Hack's going to roll left this time. He's going to look to throw. Throwing it deep. That's for Nate Ramirez.
Oh.
And that ball is going to be broken up at the last second there.
That's number 7, J.C. Smith, getting in there and getting a hand as a sophomore defensive back. And Nate was open, 7-on-7 out there.
Yes, it was.
And Nate had a shot. If that ball was maybe thrown a yard, maybe 2 farther.
Yeah, Nate tried to make a great play to come back, but Ingleside on point there defensively.
They were. And, Hack had some good time to throw it. Line's doing a good job right there. And there's some stuff out there for the Horses to take advantage of, Jimbo.
All right, 3rd down and 9 here for the Horses. They're going to split 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Dubo's in the backfield with Hack, rolling left, looking to throw.
Oh,
Ball
nice.
is caught. That is going to be out into Mustang territory, out past the 40-yard line. Let's see, is that Aiden Zapata?
That's Aiden Zapata that caught that. Boy, the heck of a pass by Hack right there. He threw a bullet, and Zapata got that ball and turned it upfield, and he just went straight north and south, Jimbo.
That's kind of been his MO
all
season.
He is definitely a north and south runner. Ball is resting on the Ingleside 40-yard line, so our first foray into their territory without the flags on the play, and looks like the Horses we came to watch.
Absolutely. Short trips to the right side. Hack's going to look to keep here. He's got some blockers. He's out to the 32-yard line, maybe the 31 there. That's a gain of 9 on first down.
Nice job by that Warhorse line and backs out there blocking on the edge to get Hack. What was that, 7-8 yards? Looks like we got a timeout coming.
Let's see, yeah.
Timeout. Looks like Ingleside's going to call a timeout, so we would normally step away right now, but there's no place to step to.
Hey, but let's step back into the world of volleyball here.
Like it.
District meeting notes from Coach McIver. Riley Esquivel, number 3, a sophomore. Macy Hine, number 8, a senior. Co-MVPs.
I don't know how it could not be. Those two girls just dominated this year.
Absolutely.
I say girls. Those two ladies.
Yeah. Defensive MVP went to our libero, Avery Cruz.
Another one that dominated. She dug everything, Jimbo.
Yeah, the little one was all over the place in the backfield.
And when you say little one, she's a mighty mite.
She is.
But she plays big back there.
Yeah, she does. First team selections for the Arabians. Number 7, sophomore Brooklyn Miller. Number 10, senior Elena Gerlach. Number 4, junior Christina Morales. Second team selections was number 5, junior Bailey Orpeza. Number 6, senior Darian Alvarez. And number 12, a freshman, Skylar Blanton.
Hey, let me just say, we've been talking about the Warhorses being young.
Yeah.
You said a lot of underclassmen.
Absolutely. The two
when you
outsides
talked about
there.
that.
Yeah, a lot of people coming back for Coach Leanne McIver. We'll get to the academic all-district here in a bit. Second down and 2 for the Horses. This is going to be Hack right up the middle, and he's going to be hit at the 30-yard line. That is going to be enough, though, for the first down and move the chains for the Horses.
He was stuck by number 28, Jackson Mabel. That is that middle linebacker that we've been talking about, and he came up and stepped in there, but not before Hack got the necessary yardage and the ball moved out to the 30-yard line. Yeah, Jimbo, that Coach McIver has got a lot of young kids that play a lot of special positions for her.
Yes, she does. First and 10 for the Horses. Motion, this is Esquivel. That is going to be give to Esquivel. He's trying to get outside. He is going to get maybe 2 on the play.
I tell you what, it was a heck of a job by him getting that 2 yards because there were hands on him 2 or 3 yards deep in the backfield.
Yeah.
And he just kept fighting and would not go down until he got some positive yardage. Coach Eads talked to us about getting these backs to fall forward.
Absolutely. Looks like it's only a gain of 1 as he gets to the 29. So second down and 9 coming for the Horses. They're going to come up to the line of scrimmage. Bunch trips to the right side. Hack's going to look to run. No, he's going to throw it now. He's going to throw that down the field. That's going to be caught by the Warhorses. Wah, touchdown, Devine Warhorses.
That's Gabe Esquivel. Woo, what a catch. Man, he went up in traffic to make that catch, Jimbo.
Yeah, he did. He did a great job of making a play on that football, coming back, high pointing it, getting up high, bringing it down. What a play by the sophomore.
Boy, that was a huge answer by the Warhorses. Drive that they had to have. Hanson out to tack on the extra point.
Good snap and hold. Hanson's kick is up, and it is good. So nice answer by the Warhorses, cutting this lead to a 7-point lead, now trailing 14-7.
Absolutely. Warhorses doing a fantastic job right there, getting the necessary answer. So, hey, what about this academic all-district? Because we're doing our academic broadcast, let's hear about these academic ladies.
That's it. Academic all-district for the Arabians. You might need a second or two, or we might need a couple of minutes here. Darian Alvarez, Skylar Blanton, Avery Cruz, Elizabeth De Los Santos, the manager, Riley Esquivel, Elena Gerlach, Macy Hine, Cece Martinez, Brooklyn Miller, Christina Morales, Bailey Orpeza, Michaela Perez, another one of our managers, and Brianna Torres. All 90 or above during the time that volleyball is going.
So now we know why Coach McIver is so successful. She's got all the smart girls on her team.
Yes, she does. There's a great shot of the cheerleaders there doing a great job cheering on the Warhorses here tonight.
Got the crowd fired up. And, you know, we could actually hear the crowd on that touchdown through this glass. So cheerleaders doing a great job getting them fired up. Warhorses doing a great job of answering. 7:36 to go here in the second quarter, and we got us one heck of a playoff football game, Jimbo.
And we've got another Californian texted in here, Victoria Michaelchuk. She's texted in saying, "Go, Gabe," as a family member there with the touchdown. Also got a text in from Tammy Patterson-Coslow. She is saying that she is watching from Yuma, Colorado. Said we do an amazing job, very gracious to the opponents. And she said, shout out to Lorenzo. Great job with all of his work there. J.C. Smith's going to field this at the 20, and he is going to try to go right side, cut it back up, gets out to about the 32, brought down there by the Warhorses.
Looks like no laundry on the field, so that's where the Mustangs will start their possession this half. Good spot right here, Jimbo. Warhorses get us a 3 and out. Let's go take advantage of the momentum that we have going.
7 minutes and 28 seconds left here in the first half. Looks like it's going to be a good one here. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in on YouTube to watch this one tonight.
Absolutely.
About 400 people as we look now.
Well, that's fantastic.
Handoff right up the middle. This is going to be stopped by the Horses, as that, I believe, was number 22, and that was Jordan Randall again. No gain.
I tell you what, Jimbo, you get that touchdown, and that Warhorse defense fired off that ball right there. Line really did a good job of clogging things up. Take advantage of this momentum as we continue on and late into this.
Yep. Got a text in here, Mark Navarro. He's texting in from North Dakota. He said, go Horses, all the way from North Dakota.
I tell you what, the West Coast is well covered, aren't they? Oh, great job by.
Speaking of well covered, that play is well covered by the Warhorses.
How about Luke Friesenhahn getting in there and putting a lick on the quarterback as he threw the ball and forced that ball long and deep? And like you said, there was really no place to throw it down the field because both receivers were just blanketed by Warhorses.
Yep. I'm using some of my academic reasoning right now, thinking all of our shout-outs are coming from out of state right now, because I think most of our locals traveled up 35 here to Harlandale Memorial Stadium.
And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Great atmosphere, great venue to watch a football game. And like you said, it's in your backyard.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 10 here. Looks like trips to the left. Ingleside is looking to throw. Jacobson is going to stop, going to throw this ball deep down the field.
Hack.
And Hack is going to make a nice play, knock it away there, as that ball was up for grabs, and both kiddos fighting for it there. Nice play by Brady Hack.
I'm telling you what, I thought Hack had that one. That might have been a good job by number 7, J.C. Smith, to knock it away from Hack, play a little defense on that,
Absolutely.
that play, because I think Hack had a beat on it. That brings up 4th down. It's going to put Nate. That is Nate, isn't it? Yeah, I believe that's Nate back there deep for the Horses. And first punt. Horses are forced, and at a timely, get that touchdown and got a little momentum change.
Watch the fake, boys. Bob Campsey would be saying right now.
Absolutely. Watch that fake, Bob.
It looks like Warhorses are going to play it safe. This is going to be a high punt off to the left side. It's going to hit about the 40-yard line. Take a little bit of a Mustang bounce, and it'll end up down at the 32-yard line. That's where the Horses will take over with 6:27 left.
Hey, but good field positions, much better field position than we started with most of the drives, Jimbo. We've been inside our 20 on several of our drives, so starting at the 32 gives the Horses a leg up, and we got so much momentum from that last score.
Absolutely, and a big 3 and out there defensively. So
Correct.
Let's see what the Warhorses can do here. Man, it's been a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, it's exciting. Fast.
Yes.
Fast and furious.
Very much so. That kind of feels like my life here lately.
Well, I'm sure with the basketball practice, the games, I think your tournament season starts next week.
It does. Live streaming, volleyball playoffs, football playoffs. Staying busy, that's for sure.
Breaking down.
Yeah, with the school Suburban. All right, this is handoff Gabe Esquivel going left side, and he is going to end up wide out of bounds, maybe a gain of 3 on the play.
Looks like about 3 yards out there. Ingleside doing a good job of stringing that play out. But, again, Gabe still taking the angle and getting that corner. Yeah, Jimbo, you went down for the area contest. No.
We did. Bi-District. No, quarterfinals.
It was a quarterfinal contest down in George West. Had basketball practice, raced down there, got down there a little bit later than you wanted to, got in the gym, did the game, came out, nothing.
Nope. I think the fuel pump went out on the Suburban. Here we go on the second down play. Hack's going to keep it up the middle. Big hole there. Out towards midfield, and looks like Hack's going to be blown. That's going to be called dead at about the 49. Big play on second down for the Horses.
Could not bring Hack down. They just had to hold him up, and that Warhorse line just blew a big hole in the defense that Hack ran through. Great job by the line.
Those linemen are number 55, Jared Fernandez, 51, Logan Camarillo, 50. That is the cannonball, Cannon Ramirez, 60, Carter Fauble, and 68, Hayden Brummage.
Hayden Brummage, the Brum.
The Brum. Good job by those guys opening up the hole for Hack there on second down. 1st and 10 here for the Horses, ball at the 49. This is going to be Raider sweep. Santos right side. He's got some room. He will be brought down as he gets into Mustang territory down to the 48-yard line, 49-yard line.
40, how about 44?
Oh, I'm sorry, 44. You're right. My bad.
Yeah, 44. We got a big 8-yard gain on that, looks like.
Another timeout here. I did not see who called this one.
I didn't either, but I'm going to guess it's Ingleside trying to shore up their defense because the Warhorses have found a little something, and our line is really taking over. I'm looking up on the scoreboard. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Ingleside that took that. That's their second time out here, Jimbo. And, you know, in a game that is as close as this game is, those timeouts could really play. Look at this. We're right down on the field. We might as well be in the huddle, turn on the microphone and hear what Coach Gomez is telling the Warhorses.
We're going to go ahead and hold off on that. We don't have a bleep button up here. But one thing that you did see in that huddle, the student athletic trainers.
Absolutely.
Ruben Austin does a great job with these kiddos. They're out. They're at practice. They put in as many hours as the football guys do. They travel to the games. Those athletic trainers are Alyssa Zamora, Audrey Longoria, Leilani Lascano, Ainsley Buvenhausen, Savannah Parker, Tyler Pike, Andrea Rios, and then, of course, Brody Poppy, who's out and about with them as well. I think he throws more passes than anything else.
Well, you know, he plays a little bit of football on the side, but he's still there. And he's a great motivator for those boys. He's talking to all those football players out there all the time. He's one that they all love to be around.
Second and short here for the Horses. Hack's going to keep it up the middle. Not much doing here. Maybe a gain of 1.
That was number 28, Jackson Mabel again, stepping up and filling the hole, stopping Brady short. That's going to be maybe about a no gain on that, Jimbo. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Horses, I'm sure, are in 4-down territory right here, especially with the momentum they have on their side. Hack's got the play.
Under 5 minutes to go.
Correct.
Here come the Horses to the line quick. This is going to be pitched back left side, and not much doing there. Well played by Ingleside.
Boy, Ingleside was ready for that quick play, and that's going to be a loss of a yard and a half, maybe 2. The ball all the way back to the 45-yard line. So that's going to bring up 4th and a long 4, Jimbo.
Yeah.
But, like we said, I'm almost positive this is 4-down territory. Switching personnel out, looking for the play. Hack's running back in there. Warhorse is showing that they have a lot of options right here. You know, back in the day, it used to just be up the middle, but you got to be ready for anything right here. Hack's not afraid to pull that ball and make a pass or run it.
That's it. 4th down, big 4th down here for the Horses. Hack is going to look to throw. He throws that over the middle, and that ball is going to be intercepted by Ingleside. That was off the hands of Gabriel Esquivel.
Number 12, Julian Enriquez. Sorry about that name, but he got the tip ball and made the catch. And, and it was a great job getting the interception. You hate to take anything away from a young man. They get about 10 yards if he doesn't catch it, but, that was a great heads-up play by that kiddo right there, jumping in there. And the ball was just off Gabe's hands. It was a big first down for the Warhorses if he reels it in.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure on Hack there. Had to deliver it just a bit quick. Great play, though, by Ingleside. They take over at the 33-yard line. Jacobson's going to be in the gun here. Twins to the left. They're looking to throw. Jacobson's going to throw this out deep right side. That ball is going to be underthrown and coming back. It looks like it's going to be a catch.
He's going to give it a catch. That's hard to tell, Jimbo. It looked like he was out of bounds. They're calling it a catch.
Yep, catch there. I believe that's Smith down the right side.
I believe you're right. It was hard to tell. It looked like he was going to run out of bounds, but, across the field like that, we couldn't see his feet. The coaches on that side were certainly saying it was going to be a catch, but you know how the coaches are. You can't really go by that.
Pretty smart how you throw it to your sideline, right?
Absolutely.
That way you can help encourage that call possibly.
That's it. So that's a big play moving into Warhorse territory. Ball resting at the, 39-yard line.
This is going to be a handoff right up the middle, 22, Jordan Randall. That's going to be a gain of about 6 on first down for the Mustangs.
Hey, I got us a shout out here from Quentin Zapata.
Hey, Guido.
Apparently there's a big old group of them up at A&M, and Noah talked to us about this, that they all get together. So Guido's got a shout out to Matty Ice, Dondo, and Guido watching from the Dixie Chicken.
Oh, there you go.
What a great place to watch a game.
I'm telling you. Handoff, big hit by the Horses on second down. That's going to be a loss of 2. Randall never had a chance on that one.
Not a chance at all. That was number, who was that, 74 in there, Jimbo, for the Wool Horses? Was that Zach Martinez? And
I think Mason Martinez was in that on that play as well.
I think Cannonball was in there as well. That was a big play by the Wool Horses. Bring up 3rd and long.
3rd down. We're going to call it 8. Ball rest at the 37-yard line. Trips right, Twins to the left here. And it looks like Ingleside is going to call a timeout.
That's going to be their last one, Jimbo, as they've used 2 on defense. And, only 2:21 to go here. But, again, I guess you can't take them with you into halftime, can you?
No, you cannot. I just got a text in. Hey, yay, Horses, we're watching. This is coming in from Bertha Hass. Bertha, her and Dennis usually out watching. Probably out in Berry watching.
Well, I'm telling you, that's my neighbors out there. They're always watching. Great supporters, great fans of the Wool Horses.
Great shot of some of the Wool Horses on the sideline there. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great job there during this timeout. Let's talk a little bit about something else that just concluded, and that was our district FFA. We have some FFA results. We had our Green Hand quiz. They placed 4th at district. We had Edwin Belor, Mia Chacon, Alfred Ramirez, Jason Ramirez. Job interview placed 4th. That was Ashlyn Crossland. Radio broadcast was 9th. Blaine Davis, Owen Fowler, Tate Loeffler, Jack Snyder. Boy, they might take our spot. I don't know what type of radio broadcast that is.
Yeah, that's an interesting crew for the broadcast team. I asked them if they wanted some pointers. They said no. They were going to talk to professionals.
3rd and long. This is going to be thrown right side. Caught. First down for Ingleside.
Good little quick pass to the right flats over there.
I'm not going to try to get that number right now. I think that's 15.
I think it was 15.
That's Muriel with the catch.
Hey, got another shout out from Otter Navarro watching from Devine.
All right.
Said we ought to do Monday Night Football.
Hey, I like it. What if we get the paycheck of the guys that do Monday Night Football?
If I could get a half the paycheck. If I could get a quarter of the paycheck.
Yeah, yes. If I could just
I'm not going to be greedy.
If I could get the per diem for the Monday Night Football guys.
Absolutely.
Under 2 minutes here, Ingleside looking to throw again over the middle. This ball incomplete. Looked like that was intended for Smith.
It was. Guardiola on the coverage. Great job by Guardiola being right there, ready to knock that away. Uh-oh.
What do we got?
Got a Sadler shout out.
Oh.
Sadler's watching from home. Got down with a little bit of sickness. Got a little bit of sickness going around. He's watching from the infirmary, he says.
Yeah, he's been battling a little respiratory disease.
Yeah.
Hashtag not COVID, though. So don't want to give all of this out. Let's see, handoff up the middle on 2nd and long, and that is a nice run.
That was Jackson once again pushing those legs, pumping those legs, picking up. What do you get, Jimbo? Maybe
looks like a good
5, 6 on the play.
6 yards, yeah. So 3rd down coming for the Mustangs. Minute 30 left to go. Clock running. We'll call it 3rd and 5. And this is going to be handoff again. Jet sweep. First down yardage. Run out of bounds. That's number 15. That's Leo Villarreal again.
Leo Villarreal. He's got a lot of the carries for the Mustangs here. That Mustang line really sealing that corner and letting that sweep have some room for those horses to run.
Sure did. Let's see. 1st and 10 here as the clock runs with 1:15, or clock stopped with 1:15 on the first down.
Yep.
And this looks like Jacobson stumbles, looked like he dropped the ball. I think they're going to call him down as he went to
I
try
think
to pick
he
up
did.
the ball.
I think when he went down to pick up the ball, he got a knee down on the ground or an elbow, and they're calling him down. So that's going to be a loss of, looks like a good 5 yards. Oh, as the clock ticks down under a minute, that's going to bring up second and a 15, 19-ish, 15.
Second down and 15 coming.
From the 19.
From the 19. There we go. Looks like it's going to be a pass. Jacobson's under pressure there, throws it. It is complete. Flag down on the play, though. Let's see what happens here as Smith is going to be run out of bounds inside the 5.
That's pretty good. Looks like it could be yardage for a first down, but where that flag is thrown, Jimbo, that's in the holding area, and that would be a big – there it is, the holding call.
Rogelio doing a great job out there. Roger Gutierrez braving the cold up here in the wind. Great look at that, holding against Ingleside.
Hey, got another shout out. Guess what? My mother and father-in-law watching from Castroville, Texas.
Right.
Bob and Paula Mangold.
I'm sure Bob's going to have a nice critique for us.
Oh, he usually does.
Yeah.
He usually does. But that's good. It's all good. I tell you what, I can't complain. I have a pecan tree in the front yard. All kinds of pecans come off. I just load those pecans up in a bag, and then I get them back all shelled and ready to go. I was like, man, I couldn't ask for any better than that.
Boy, I tell you what, your Bob sounds a lot like my Don and Gail. that they take care of a lot of chores like that. Hey, while we're figuring out this penalty, let me finish with this FFA results. Chapter conducting, third place, Jacob Delaney, Kennedy Duncan, Reese Duncan, Audrey Longoria, Harper Parsons, Michaela Perez, Kylie Saunders, Kennedy Duncan. And then FFA senior quiz, second place, advancing to area, Audrey Longoria, Harper Parson, Kylie Saunders, Aiden Zapata.
So, on that team that's advancing, Jimbo, what do you got?
We've got football player.
Football player.
We've got FFA Deluxe here with Kylie.
Kylie. We got Audrey, who is down here on the field. Athletic trainer as well. One of your alternates down there is
Logan Camarillo,
who's a football player. Another alternate down there, I think, is Tate Leffler.
Yes, that is
and
correct.
that is I believe he's in the band.
Alternate also Trayson Rice and Blaine Davis. Yeah. And
So.
if you know these kids like we do, we're reading these names. We're also looking at cross-country runners. We're looking at band kids, cheerleaders. We're looking at all kinds of stuff through here. So, typical Devine kid.
There's been a little delay out there, Jimbo. There's some discussion going on the field. Coach Gomez is not very happy. And you know what I'm thinking? This clock has been stopped. They moved them back. I guess they called a hold. And they moved it back, but there's something else must have gone on out there. Like, was there a hands to the face to one of his linemen or something like that? We're so far away, we don't really know.
Yeah. All right. So
they're trying to get the clock reset.
Maybe a timing issue.
Yeah, I just heard of. The clock just went from 27 to 40.
Yeah.
And that's huge for Ingleside. I mean they're second in long, but the first down for them is at the 3-yard line.
And they're at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, I believe so.
Second and 26 here. I cheated by looking at the scoreboard. I didn't do the math, but. Let's see.
We've already shown our
pressure
coming. Great job.
Had Jacobson. He does sneak away. He's going to throw wide open at the 20-yard line, and that is going to be inbounds, it looks like.
Jimbo, that's going to keep the clock running, and they have no more timeouts. They're going to have to rush up there and decide what they're going to do with it. Now, spike it or run something.
Now, it looks like the down box has moved to first down, but it is not a first down.
It is not a first down. It is fourth down.
Fourth down. And they clock it. Let's see.
It was third down because of the penalty.
Penalty kept it at second, so that was third down.
Yeah.
So they are able to stop the clock by spiking the ball there with 8 seconds. Let's see. Now, there is some discussion going on the far side here.
Did they get everybody up on the line of scrimmage? What happened? But, we talked about how these timeouts early could come back and haunt them, and right there's a great example of where they had to go in there and spike that ball just to get the clock stopped, and they wasted a lot of time. I mean, he went out of bounds with 20-something seconds.
Yeah. Well, and the receiver wasn't able to get out of bounds. Great job by the Warhorse defense keeping him inbounds.
You're right. He did not get out of bounds as he needed to, but he was tackled with 20-something seconds if they had the timeout.
Yeah, now it looks like Ingleside, they're going to run the field goal team on. The play clock was down to 6 seconds.
Yeah. But there's some discussion. Now it's fourth down. Play clock's at 16.
Yeah.
And they got the field goal kicker on.
See. So Hernandez is going to be here. A little high snap. Ball is going to be up, and it is going to be long enough and good. So 3 seconds left on the clock.
Ingleside's going to take a 10-point lead
So
in a super fast first half.
And going back to your point, that difference between 28 seconds and 40 seconds shows up here as there's 3 seconds left on the game clock right now.
Right, and they had to settle for the field goal.
Yeah.
Do they kick the field goal? It was fourth down.
Yep.
They kick the field goal, or do you go out there and run a play? Because they could have gotten a first down without actually scoring a touchdown. It wasn't an end goal situation.
Absolutely.
So
we don't know what the timing situation was. Kudos to Ingleside for taking advantage of the situation, made a play, were able to get 3 points out of it. And, if they completed that pass in the middle of the field, and they might have been able to kick a 35, 40-yard field goal. You don't know with the kicker that they've got. He looks like he's doing pretty bueno. Got all kinds of stuff coming in here.
Hey, I got a thanks, Coach, from the Dixie Chicken.
Hey.
Thanks, boys. I wish I was with y'all.
Yeah, it would be nice. Did they ever find that rattlesnake in there? Remember when they had the tornado and they said the snake was missing? But I don't know.
Who
Surely
knows?
they did.
It's the Aggies out there. It might just be a story so that people keep looking.
That's very, very true.
Might be a way to keep the girls coming over to your table. They don't want to be by that. I don't know.
That's true. I wish I knew what the name of the rattlesnake was. I bet they can text us that.
I bet they can.
All right, so 3 seconds left. I think Ingleside might have been offside on the kick. Doesn't look like it. The Warhorses are going to pick it up at the 30. Time is going to expire there. So it looks like we're at the half. Ingleside Mustangs leading the Devine Warhorses 17-7.
7:58, Jimbo.
How about it? What's going on, man? How are you?
How long are you back for?
I was going to say, don't say the wrong thing because you'll be coaching basketball.
Yeah, I'll be out.
By the way,
good to see you.
We just had Joseph Sadler stop by. He's been on deployment. Was able to get away for a weekend to come back, watch his horses as he's been coaching with the horses for
great hire by Coach Quiz.
Oh, absolutely.
To get Joseph Sadler, the gingerbread man,
yes,
to come back, and he was doing a fantastic job coaching the middle school and everything. And then, and thanks to him,
yes,
as yesterday was Veterans Day, and
absolutely.
he is serving. That's where he is right now. He's having to go on deployment, but doing his time. But we want to thank him and all the veterans out there that have given so much.
Yeah, and of course the wife just texted me. She's like, "What was that all about?" So Emily Sadler there, Joseph's wife. So Dustin Rizzo in here. Shout out. Let's go Horses. Again, we're on the academic broadcast, so no commercial break here for us at halftime. We'll just keep talking. Let's see. I've got Robert Pequeño texted in here. Said, just wanted to give a shout out. Go Warhorses. Let's get the W. Robert's the dude that provides food for us when we're at home. We appreciate Robert. Sponsored normally as well. So appreciate all that. I got Candy Darnell texting in. Said, thanks for the broadcast. Not feeling real well at home. And she is being able to tune in. Appreciates us doing what we do.
She's had a busy year.
She has.
Tennis.
Team tennis team. Very successful as well. We'll get to that here in a bit. Let me try to get through some of these shout-outs.
Yeah, you get through your shout-outs. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you what. They keep moving on me. I keep getting more and more here. Let's see. We are Yvette Gerlach. She is watching from the couch. She said it has been a long week. We agree 100% there, Miss Yvette. Her daughter, Alana Gerlach, one of the Arabian volleyball players. Great season for her.
Senior, she's going to be missed.
Absolutely. And let's see what else.
Great kiddo to have in class too.
Yes. Well, and I haven't even had her in class, but she stops by all the time.
Oh yeah. Well, she comes and visits on the bench all the time.
Yes, she does. Let's see what
now,
else
if she
we
would
got.
just bring a taco.
I know. Or tea.
Or tea.
Divine Nutrition
or tea because she works there.
Or she did. I don't know. I guess she still does. I don't know. Let's see. Chad Saunders, known as so the pet rattlesnake is known as Sneaky Snake. Kept inside a display habitat, was never loose. She was relocated, doing well according to staff. That's coming in from Mr. Chad Saunders.
We'll see what the boys have to say that are at the chicken right now.
Yeah. Yes.
See if they confirm that story.
So, let's see. Bill and Karen Bain in. They could not make it to the game. They're tuned in and they're watching. appreciates the play-by-play that we're doing here. So a lot of people texting in. Then let's see, Sadler texting in, giving us some critiques here. Wants us to be a little more biased. Okay, second half we'll do that, that's for sure. Let's see, what else were we going to talk about? We were going to go to something. I just wanted to get through the shout-outs here.
I don't know, because it's been 2 minutes, and I do not remember.
That is a day in the life for us.
That's for sure. Let's talk about all the stuff that's going on.
Let's do it.
And I guess the one that was coming up was Candy Darnell and her busyness.
Yes, team tennis. Coach Darnell, Coach Mark Feltner, and the Devine team tennis team. They were busy. They had a tough district. I think they finished third in district play, but advanced to the playoffs and were able to win the Bi-District Playoff. I believe they beat Pearsall on that one. Is that what it was? I think that's who it was. Bi-District champions there, then advanced to the area round, but did not get past the area round. I'm sure they will text in and let us know if we get that one wrong. But very successful season, and I know they're looking forward to the spring season because a lot of those kids will just carry forth and play in the spring season.
That's right. And I was also referring to the fact that, because we are always looking for bus drivers, I think I see Miss Darnell driving a bus every once in a while, along with Blaine Martin driving a bus.
Yes, 2 campus principals driving a bus. The
superintendent driving a bus.
Todd Grangine
driving a bus.
Some of the coaches that weren't coaching anything in the fall, like you and I, were out there driving
a bus. Chad Saunders driving the bus.
Yes. The bus barn has been relocated to about 4 different spots at each campus, along with our main bus barn. Hey, speaking of our story where we broke down in George West the other night, Dr. Grangine had gone to the playoff game, gave him a call to tell him about the Suburban. He turned around, he picked us up. And was able to transport us back. We just pushed the Suburban into a parking spot. George West officials were great. They helped with all that. And so they've taken care of it. They've got the Suburban back. Looks like a fuel pump issue, and they'll get that changed out. But appreciate Dr. Grangine giving us a ride back, because if not, we would have been stuck on the cheerleading bus with Coach Thompson.
Well, there you go. That would have been an interesting ride. Who's somebody else that's been super busy?
Absolutely. Head cross-country coach, cheerleading sponsor, girls basketball assistant coach, track assistant. Yeah, she stays pretty busy.
Yeah, well, and so she's got cheerleaders coming to all Friday night football games. She's running cross-country either on Saturday or Wednesday. Then she has a state qualifier in Isaiah Marin.
Yes, senior Isaiah
Marin. So that runs into the basketball time. She's doing cheerleading practice at 6 in the morning or 8 at night.
Yeah.
Cross-country at 6 in the morning or right after school, and basketball practice somewhere in there.
Absolutely.
Oh, and by the way, she just got married.
Yes, a newlywed. Hannah Avella, actually, but still going by Thompson for us. And that's good because I wouldn't be able to remember it. So she's been super busy. Isaiah, as we said, was able to get out. Girls and boys cross-country teams both won district this season, both advanced to regionals. Isaiah finished in the top 20 in regionals, was able to advance to state, where he ran one of his best times of the season. And when you get to that point, it's kind of like that's the icing on the cake.
Absolutely.
You got to the pinnacle there.
That he did. And great job by Coach Thompson, with the team, getting kids to the state meet the last 2 years, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, got a couple of local scores to throw out here for you. We all know the Devine score right now. Bandera Bulldogs are playing the Sinton Pirates. Bandera is down 21-0 to Sinton with 9:45 to go in the second quarter. And Carrizo Springs is down 9-0 to Port Isabel.
Oh, wow.
With 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. So some interesting scores coming out of the district.
Yep. Looks like the Warhorse Band is taking the field here.
And we do have Lorenzo down there, and I think we're going to be able to use his camera to get us some sound, aren't we?
I think we will. I think they're going to go through a little warm-up, so we'll go through a few more of these shout-outs and some of the scores that we normally do here at halftime. Also got a pretty neat interview with Jeff Miller that I want to get to. Got to talk to him earlier today about some of the things that the band did this year.
Who had a great season.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Hey, by the way, since we talked about bus driving, Jocelyn Wilson texting in. Miss Chloe wants us to drive her bus, the cow bus.
Oh, well, we usually drive the monkey bus.
We do
which
drive
is
the monkey bus.
absolutely appropriate for you and I.
Absolutely.
To drive the monkey bus.
Maybe if I drove the turtle bus, that would be a good one for me too. Sometimes not real fast. But if you are by chance looking for a job and want to drive a bus, we will definitely
cow bus,
take you.
Turtle bus.
The monkey bus, whatever bus you want. Yeah, come see us at Devine ISD. We're looking for bus drivers. We will help train you and get you going there. And like Dr. Grandjean said a couple weeks ago, starting pay is getting up there $18 an hour.
That's right.
If you've got some experience, you can be up in the 20s.
Yep, that's it.
Although somehow I'm still stuck at 15. But hey,
we're going to have to talk to somebody about that. I mean, how long have you been here? About 107 years or something like that.
So it seems there, Schmitty. So it seems.
Hey, I tell you what, well, do you want to get to that interview or do you have time to do it?
I think we need to run this interview after the band plays because it's about a 7-minute interview with Jeff.
I'll tell you what, well, let me tell you what I just got from Andy Zapata, who sends me the stats every week.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
And I want to thank Andy Zapata and James Ornelas. They're the ones that do the stats down on the field for the Warhorses and send them up to me every week, and I really appreciate them taking care of that for me. So, Ingleside, they have 17 rushing plays for 80 yards. They are 5 for 9 in the passing game for 99 yards for a total of 179 total yards on 26 plays and 9 first downs. The Warhorses, on the other hand, have 19 rushes for 60 yards. They're 2 of 5 for 42 yards. That's 102 total yards on 24 plays. And the Warhorses also have 6 first downs. So, even as this game has been, the stats just bear that out. You know, the Ingleside's a little ahead of us in the passing yards, but Warhorses right there in first downs and rushing yards. We just need to keep the laundry in the referee's pockets in the second half.
A couple big plays negated by the penalty there.
Yeah. So, and that was early in the game. How that could have changed the tide with Warhorses going on down and scoring on that possession.
Yeah, you can see Lorenzo's out in the middle of the band there. I did the interview with Jeff Miller twice. First time I forgot to press the record button.
That's what I heard.
So we had to come back and record the online.
Jimbo, I'm not going to lie. That's my fear when I go out onto the field is that I'm going to do all that interview with the coaches, and I know they're busy, and I'm going to look down, and it's going to be nothing. So you lived my fear.
Yeah, and one of the questions that got omitted in the second interview was, does Lorenzo bother the band out there? And Jeff's just super excited that Lorenzo's out there doing that. I think they only told him one time, like, hey, stay off the field. We're trying to prep for the regional stuff. We'll get to that in a little bit. Let's see if we can pick up some of the Warhorse band here. Let's see if I'm in the right spot. And let's turn Lorenzo's microphone on.
And please enjoy the show.
And here we go. So sit back and relax, everyone. Here is the Warhorse band, filmed by Lorenzo and audio by Lorenzo.
band includes Head Director Jeff Miller, Assistant Director Settles and James Patero, Visual Coordinator Sherry Miller, and Producer Robert Tucker. We would like to thank the Devine team and as well as the management for being the Thank you for
All right, we're back here. Hopefully we're back here. Looks like I flipped over to YouTube for a second, and looks like we're having a little bit of an issue. We'll see if it will reload here.
I'll tell you what, YouTube hasn't liked us in a couple of games this year.
No, it hasn't, but I haven't got anything from any of the people out and about. So,
well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Lovely watching the band out there. You know, they do a great job. It's a little different show, a little special for the playoffs out there, a little different action by the flag captains. Great job by Lorenzo once again getting down there and getting it, and love the fact that you figured out how to get the audio off of his camera, because where we're sitting, we couldn't stick our mic out the window like we've done in the past.
Yeah, we keep talking about needing to take a microphone cable. Totally forgot it. So we
this
don't.
might be a better fix.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of a delay, just depending on how it goes there. But hey, got some more shout outs here, and then we'll get into some of our other halftime stuff. We've got a Darren Van Fossen shout out here. Shout out from his recliner. Mentioned Darren. Darren's one of the guys that went to go get that broken down Suburban for us.
Exactly.
So we appreciate that. Matt Balderrama texting in. He wants to give a shout out. Knights of Columbus, big part of that. He wants to give a shout out to everybody who came by and bought a burger at the festival.
Last weekend? Last weekend. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to everybody, the community coming out and supporting everybody.
Yep. Then I've got Hank C. in. He said Junior Broncos and Senior Broncos playing in Charlotte starting at 9:30 tomorrow. Senior Broncos are undefeated, 8-0. I think they're in the playoff
I was
portion.
just going to say, they ought to be getting close to their playoff thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that's exactly right. And then Candy Darnell texted in. She said not only has she driven the afternoon route, she's actually got some morning routes every now and then as well.
Well, no wonder she's tired.
Yeah. So
that makes for an early start to your day.
Yeah, it does. Hey, we were talking about the kiddos that were out on the flags. Riley Hagdorn.
Yes.
That happens to be one of our senior spotlights tonight.
Oh, there you go. Well, isn't that perfect timing?
That's what I was thinking. There we go. Let's run our State Farm senior spotlights. Here's the one with Riley Hagdorn.
Hello, my name is Riley Hagdorn, and I have been selected for tonight's Senior Spotlight. My nickname that has been so graciously given to me by Coach Sessions is Beavis.
Oh, I deny that. That's not. Okay, you're right.
Jocelyn?
Sorry. You're right.
At school, I'm an active part of band and NHS, and my interests outside of school include dance and art. I drew a frog. And the show that I've been watched lately is You. If I could travel anywhere in the world, it would be Paris for all the history. If I had to lose my keys or my phone, I would lose my keys because I could steal my brother's truck. And on a scale of 1 to 10, for cooking, I'm about an 8. I can make some pretty good muffins. One word to describe me as a person is charismatic, and my best band memory is stealing all of Mr. Miller's snacks. And finally, what do you plan to do after college? Go to A&M and get a degree in biology. Giggle.
All right, nice little interview there with Riley. One word to describe you, charismatic. I would agree with that 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100% charismatic.
Yeah, although she said I gave her the nickname Beavis, and I probably did, but it's a term of endearment in my vernacular there, so yeah.
That's what we keep trying to sell to everybody, Jimbo.
Great kiddo. The other night we got a shout out in the volleyball game from like her entire family. Except she was at dance, so she didn't get the shout out.
So she didn't get the shout out.
We just gave her the ultimate shout out.
Oh, that's
Senior
it.
Spotlight. How about that?
Oh, that's it. We'll show Mom.
Yep. All right. We've also got Senior Spotlight. We talked about this young man earlier, Isaiah Morin. He was able to run at state cross country. Senior, wanted to get him on the broadcast here.
Playing basketball now.
Hey, he's going to be a basketball player, yeah. So let's go to that Senior Spotlight. Here is our interview with our little segment with Isaiah.
Hello, my name is Isaiah Morin, and I've been selected for tonight's Senior Spotlight. My nickname is Zay, At school, the sports and clubs I participate in is cross country, basketball, track, and FCCLA. My interests, hobbies out of school are just running and basketball. Binge watching shows that I've been watching is You on Netflix. If I could travel anywhere in the world, it would be Peru, because I have a lot of family over there that I've never seen. And I would rather lose my keys rather than my phone, because I have a spare and I don't have another phone. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a cook am I? I would say an 8, because I know how to make a lot of breakfast and dinner foods.
How about macaroni? You good with macaroni?
Oh yeah, I'm very good at macaroni, coach. One word that best describes me as a person, probably caring. My best sports memory is making it to state. And finally, what I plan to do after high school is going to school to be a pilot. Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right, we're back here. About 5 minutes left in halftime. Hey, let's run this interview with Jeff Miller.
Yeah, jump in there. Let's see what Jeff has to say.
Let him brag about the band kids.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're actually recording this time. All right.
Hey.
Take number 2 here, joined by Jeff Miller, the band director for the Mighty Marching Warhorse Band. Interview number 2, because even though I'm the technology guy, didn't press the record button the first time around. So we had it. But Jeff, wanted to have you on tonight, academic broadcast. We don't get to do commercials. So we were going to try to get your take on how the season went for the Mighty Marching Warhorse Band this year. From an untrained observer, it seemed like y'all had a great year. Why don't you talk about that real quick?
Well, we did have a great year, Jim, and like I said before, it's like really to me it was because of the youth of the group and the inexperience of the group. That's what made this extra rewarding, and their enthusiasm carried us through. And so I couldn't be more proud of where we wound up and what they did in such a short time.
Yeah, now I know the first time we talked, you spoke about the youth, and you just mentioned it there. Had a big freshman class and a sophomore class last year that didn't get to march, didn't get to get out on the field and move, go through contests. So it's kind of green to them this year, but it seemed like y'all did really well despite that.
Well, you know what? When we got to that first contest in September, that was the nail biter right there. And I have to tell you, that was the telling moment right there. That was a fork in the road, and they took the bull by the horn. So I could see they had it in them, and they caught on very fast, very hungry for instruction. I think they were bored sitting around at home and not doing anything, and they were ready to get out there and go.
Yeah, a lot of good things. You know, we sit in the press box every halftime. Part of my favorite part of the broadcast is I get to turn the mic up and listen to the band. Y'all sound great. Of course, I'm an untrained observer, and you know, when it comes to me, I'm here. The rhythm, well, it's way over there. I don't always understand music well, but I do know that you guys sound great every Friday night when we're out there. That's one of my favorite parts of the show. Plus, I turn my microphone off and I can just breathe and relax, eat a couple sausage wraps.
That's right.
Things like that.
That's right, man. You need to.
Absolutely. Hey, I know you guys, y'all competed at Hondo in your area contest, got to move on. Well, y'all do regional first, and then you go to area. It's a little bit different.
Right. It's a little different in music. Yeah, music does sometimes start at the district level, but in most cases for marching, it goes straight to the region level, and then from there area, and then from there to the all-state level.
Right, and y'all did really well at your region level when you competed at Hondo, received a 1, and that's always a great thing. How many years in a row now is that for the Warhorse Band?
We've gotten first divisions in marching for 6 years in a row now, and now luckily they can advance to area. Beginning last year, they can advance to area every year. The only thing is they haven't, and I think the pressure's up on them. You can't advance to state. So it's like, well, you can make it to area, but you can't go on. It's like, this is very frustrating, and people are trying to push it to where we should be able to have a state champion every year like everything else. So we're trying to get that. I think we're trying to push it through, so we'll see what happens.
Well, that would be great. And, the kids put in a lot of time and effort. You guys actually kick everything off for us in the summer. Like, y'all are up there in mid-July some of your leadership camps and things like that, and you start getting your band in even before two-a-days start with athletics. So kids put in a lot of hard work. It would be great for them to be rewarded and be able to advance to area and to state every year. But at least they got that area thing figured out where they don't do it every other year.
Yeah. I think they got their eyes opened up pretty good there, and they got to see what's out there beyond our region, and it's pretty incredible. I'll tell you that right now.
It is, and we talk about this all the time. Sometimes you have to get to that spot, see it, to be able to come back and compete at that. And having that young band show up at area this year and kind of looking around and say, okay, this is what it's going to take. These are the people we're up against. Like you mentioned in our first interview, you've got bands with all kinds of resources that are rolling 18-wheelers of equipment and things like that. So just kind of see that competition and be like, okay, we can come compete with this next year.
Yeah, that's right, Jim. And, we also have to remind ourselves, and I remind our kids, we're coming from a position of really being one of the smaller 4As. We're on the small end of that classification, and a lot of these schools are on the big end. And, that changes. I mean, some of them have twice as many kids as we do, and therefore twice as much budget and, students and everything else. So it makes a difference, and it puts them in a spot where they really have to do something big to get through that buzz. It's big time.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's one of the challenges at our classification is dealing with schools that are twice our size. Our 550 students are going up against 1,100 students at times, sometimes close to 1,200. But typical Devine kid, doesn't bother them. They're going to go out, they're going to go compete and do what they can, and they're not going to let that discourage them at all. And I know y'all do a great job.
There's a lot of people in the band world that would like to see marching band actually go to Division I, Division II in each classification like they do everything else, because of that. And I don't know whether that'll ever happen, but it's really easy to understand why. All you have to do is go to an area contest and you go, okay, I get it,
Yeah, absolutely. I know there's a big push for that. Hopefully that'll come through. But anyway, want to congratulate you guys. Great marching season for the Warhorse band. Really been enjoyed you guys. And it's like the fun time now, really. Your contest is over with. You don't have to worry about all that pressure. Hey, look, a couple of your band kids joining us here. It's kind of the fun part. You get to go to the games, just enjoy and get out there and have some fun. And I know when marching season's over, you move on to your other UIL stuff, but then you get to kind of enjoy this. And man, kudos to you guys. Great job this year. Really enjoyed watching you guys. And you can tell kids love you. They found out who it is and they had to photobomb this real fast. Usually the only person that photobombs my stuff on Google Classroom is Troy. He comes in and gets my trash and then sits on the video. So, but hey, great job. Congratulations to you. Wanted to give you a chance to brag about your kiddos because they've done a great job, and we appreciate all the hard work you do and your kiddos and what y'all expect of them.
Thank you very much, Jim. It's been very rewarding. I've really enjoyed it. Great kids to work with.
Cool. All right, Jeff, thanks for doing this a second time. And that way we can get it run tonight. Appreciate you joining us. We'll talk to you later, buddy. All right, we're back here. Appreciate Jeff Miller taking some time with us today.
Yeah, great interview.
Yeah. Now, I do appreciate all the texts that are coming in saying, man, you look just like your dad. What happened to your hair? What's going on with the hairline?
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, I should have turned off the camera there. Onside kick here. Big bounce for the Warhorses, although Ingleside's able to come down with it.
Wow. And I tell you what, if it wasn't for Luke Friesenheim, that might have been 7 points for the Mustangs. Great tackle by Luke Friesenheim. I don't know, was it number 18 over there, Jimbo? I picked up that onside kick and just slipped through the Warhorses.
I tell you what, that onside kick was perfect. It took a couple of low bounces, took the big bounce there.
It did, and I thought we had a chance, but it almost got ugly.
That is true.
But we are underway here in the second quarter. Ingleside will start with the ball at the Warhorse 42-yard line.
All right, here goes. Ball on the ground. That is going to be picked up by Jacobson. He is going to scramble around the left side and is going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
Wow, huge opportunity for the Warhorses right there as that ball came out as he stepped away from the center, and they had a shot to get on it, and the Warhorses just weren't able to get there.
Yeah, Warhorses need to catch a break here, get a stop, start the second half being down by 10.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, the I don't know, how do you want to say it, Jimbo, the bad fortune of letting them have the ball and score right before halftime, and then they get it right back on the kickoff.
Here we go, back to live action. Jacobson looking to throw, pressure by the Horses.
Great
They're going to
job.
get him. Big sack here.
That Hayden Dubo's in there to make the first contact. An awesome job. Held up a little bit because he thought that screen was coming, and then went ahead and got in there on a tackle. Jared Fernandez in there as well. That's a Baba Booey.
Baba Booey, Warhorse defense there. First of the night. 3rd down and 9 upcoming. Nice shot there by Lorenzo, the roving reporter, the roving camera guy, getting the cheerleaders.
Big play by the Warhorse defense on 2nd down.
Back to live action here. 3rd down and 9. Twins to the left side for Ingleside. Jacobson's going to look to throw, and it's going to be a quick out, and that is going to be first down yardage. That's going to be Smith, I believe.
I believe you're right. I believe that was J.C. Smith once again on that little quick flip. And I tell you what, he just flips that ball out there, kind of almost like a shortstop flipping it out, sidearm type of.
Like he's turning 2 there, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Big play for the Mustangs. They'll get first down at the 25. PI 16, Carrizo Springs 8, just coming in.
Yeah.
How about that score?
That's an interesting. After this play, I'll give you a couple more.
1st and 10. This is going to be a little bit discombobulation by Ingleside. Warhorses are going to be there as Jacobson's going to be brought down for loss.
Boy, he did. There was nobody that knew where they were going except for the Warhorse defense as they swarmed that play, and looks like a 3-yard loss. Okay, so Natalia, we talked about. They got the win, 35-7 over Taft. Sinton is up 28-0 over Bandera. In a game we hadn't talked about, Fredericksburg is up 27-21 over Somerset. Mission Veteran down in the Valley is up 7-0 over Medina Valley. And now we got the PI, 18-8.
All right, 2nd down and long. This is going to be a pass out to the flat. That is caught by number 20, Eric Edison.
Brought down by number 7, Nate Ramirez. Good, sure tackle. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
Yep. 3rd and 9 upcoming here. Ball is at the 24-yard line. Needs the 15 for the Mustang first down. So, boy, I tell you what, that interview with Jeff was great. Went a little long, but glad to be able to have him brag on his kids. This ball is going to be thrown over the middle. The screen pass caught by Smith. He's still on his feet. He is inside the 10, brought down at the 6-yard line, and I thought the Warhorses had the pressure on Jacobson there.
Looked like they were going to get to him. That was number 74, Zach Martinez, that brought him down at the 6-yard line, and Zach getting downfield, making a great tackle to help save it. But, you're right, Jimbo. I thought they were going to get to him before he got that ball off.
Yep, good throw and catch by the Mustangs there. Warhorses now facing a 1st and goal from the Mustangs. Let's see if the Warhorse defense can get tough here and get a huge stop. Here comes Ingleside quick to the line. Jacobson under center. This is going to be handoff up the middle. And not much doing there. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. That was 22, Jordan Randall, right up the gut.
That was 28.
Oh, sorry, 28.
Jacob Mabel.
Yep, you're right.
Jacob Mabel, the ball carrier.
That's also the middle linebacker.
That is the middle linebacker, yes, sir.
All right, 2nd down and goal from the 4 here. Quick to the line comes the Mustangs. They're going to hand off left side. Looks like they're going to be in the end zone on the sweep there. That is Leo Villarreal with the touchdown for Ingleside.
Jimbo, one thing I was thinking listening to you talk to Mr. Miller, we talked about Leanne. Lots of youth. Coach Gomez, lots of youth. Mr. Miller had lots of youth. I mean, and his youth hadn't competed.
Correct. Yeah.
And went out there and did a fantastic job.
Hernandez on for the extra point. Low snap. Good hold, though. Ball is up, and it is good. So 24-7 here. Ingleside taking the opening half kick or second half kickoff down for the touchdown.
Boy, not the start the Warhorses were looking for. But let's get a rally right here. Warhorses need to come out firing on all cylinders on this kickoff.
Absolutely there. So time to play with a little bit of desperation, I would say, for the horses.
I would think that.
Or at least urgency. I don't know if desperation is the right word.
I think
urgency
that's a better
here.
word. I think urgency. I think they're going to be playing with a greater sense of urgency as we go forward.
Absolutely here. So, kind of have to catch my breath here after the halftime there and had a little downtime during the interview and then right back to it. And here we go.
Yep, right back into it, you know.
Monica Taylor texting in. She's listening from Ole Miss. Her and Jordan Zapata listening tonight or watching tonight. Appreciate them. Had all kinds of people texting in. Let's see. Go ahead, Schmitty. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, you never know where Monica's going to text in from because wherever the Aggie band
that's where Monica is.
That is where Monica's going to be.
Most of the time, absolutely. All right, here we go. Hernandez to do the kickoff here. 7:44 left here in the third. This ball is going to be short, fielded by Nate Ramirez at the 15-yard line. Makes
nice
a man
job,
miss
Nate.
out to the 30. Still on his feet. 35-yard line. He'll be brought down there.
Great move by Nate to make the first man miss. And what did he pick up, Jimbo? 17, 18 yards after that first miss. So great job by Nate and the blocking of the Warhorses on that special teams play.
Absolutely. Hey, tomorrow morning we have DMS Turkey Trot. It's a 5K. Benefits DMS students. People can sign up tomorrow. It'll be at the golf course. You can sign up at 7 and run at 8 a.m., being run by the PTO at Devine Middle School.
I don't plan on running it 8 a.m.
Don't look for me in
Jimbo, 9 a.m., 10 a.m.
I don't plan on running, really.
And
maybe if the cops are chasing me, maybe.
And if they look at me, they'll know.
Yeah, everybody saw me in the interview with Miller. Handoff right side, Ethan Santos. And he is going to be hit and fall forward for a gain of about 3 there.
Yeah, it looked like he wasn't going to have anything around that corner, and he found a gap to slip into and picked up positive yards for the Warhorses. Another tough run by that sophomore.
Absolutely. Gain of 3 on the play. Remember, the winner of this game goes on to face Wimberley in the area round of the playoffs.
Wimberley, who had a very big win yesterday against Navasota, 56-0.
Fake to Gabe Esquivel, hack up the middle, out to the 40-yard line, gain of 2 on the play.
Another good example of falling forward as Hack hit early and managed to fight through to get the ball out to the 40. Needs to 45 for the first down.
3rd down and 5 upcoming for the Warhorses. Got a text in here also, Nancy Pepper. She's watching from home. She appreciates everything that's going on. And go Warhorses.
Hey, that's the big boss lady.
It is.
You know, I just saw her. I was, well, I'll tell you after this.
Hack looking to throw a little screen here.
There
Big
it is. There it is. There we go.
First down for the Horses. That's Gabe Esquivel out past the 45-yard line.
I love it. Little taste of their own medicine right there, Jimbo. They've been running that screen against us, and we turn around and run that screen right back at them.
Hey, and real quick, while we're on it, Jocelyn Wilson texted in, said the health fair will also be going on with the Turkey Trot 5K.
Oh, outstanding.
10 healthcare vendors will be attending.
Wow.
So there you go.
Wow, that is fantastic.
Absolutely. 6 minutes left to go here in the third. Clock's running. Warhorses driving the ball. 1st and 10. Ball at the 47. Hack's going to look to throw. And this is going to be completed. Esquivel out into Ingleside territory, out of bounds. Nope, inbound still.
I like this strategy that Coach Gomez and Coach Eads have gone to. They're going to take that aggressiveness of that Ingleside defense and kind of use it against them and throwing these swing passes and these screen passes. A lot like what Ingleside did to us with those screens that they've been running.
Yep. 2nd down and 4 upcoming for the Horses. They're going to split 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. This is Santos in motion. Handoff Santos, and he is going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain there. Maybe a loss of 1 on the play.
Hey, Jimbo, I was going to say, Miss Pepper, she's the board president. Mm-hmm. And as I was at basketball practice on yesterday, obviously we play middle school games in the DSAC and in the high school, and there was Miss Pepper getting the boys in that little weight room to lift, and got to say hello to Miss Pepper, and she's out there watching a little bit of middle school basketball.
Well, there you go.
And I tell you what, you can always find the board members out here somewhere at all our events.
3rd down and 4 for the Horses here. Hack's going to roll left. looking to throw, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Looking for Ethan Santos out on the left side.
I'll tell you what, our critique audience out there is being harsh on us right now.
I'm telling you, that's okay.
But we know who it is, so.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. Okay, 4th down for the Warhorses. Jimbo, I'm feeling like it's got to be a must-go.
I think so. I think being down where we are right now, Warhorse is needing some momentum.
Yeah.
Coach Gomez recognizing that. He's going to keep the offense on the field here, Smitty.
I agree, and I think it's the right call. You know, the Warhorse is a tough team. That line's got a lot of pride in there, and I'm hoping for a big play right here.
Trips to the left side for the Horses. One receiver right. Hack in the gun. Looking to throw.
Ooh, there he was.
Pressure there, and he is going to be hit in the backfield and brought down, and that is going to be a turnover on downs for the Warhorses.
I tell you what, Jimbo, for a minute or for a second, Aiden Zapata was open out there, but I don't think Hack had a chance to get his eyes up to see him as Ingleside came all out and just made it no time for Hack to look or to get his bearings. And that's something we don't see from Hack very often.
No, you're exactly right. Ingleside coming out. Quads to the right side here. 1st and 10, ball at the Warhorse 47-yard line.
Oh, that ball's on the ground.
Let's see. Here comes Jacobson looking to throw. Warhorse is there.
Good job.
Big sack for the Horses on 1st down.
That looked like Jared Fernandez with the Baba Booey.
Big play by the Warhorse defense. Let's see, Bob Favorado texting in here. I'll get to that one in a minute, Bob.
Great job by the Warhorse defense. That ball was on the ground. They took advantage of it. The coverage in the secondary was outstanding.
Yeah,
if
Ethan
you look
Santos,
down the field, there was really no place for them to throw the ball.
No.
Ethan,
great job by Ethan there. 2nd and 10, handoff left side. Looks like Ingleside's going to get out towards the 42-yard line. Looked like Warhorse has had some pressure early.
looks like it. I think that was number 28, Jackson Maybill again. Nope, that one was 22, Jimbo.
That was
22. That was Jordan Randall.
Yep, so gain of 5 here. So 3rd down and 5 coming for the Mustangs. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
Apparently we need glasses.
Apparently so. Or I need better glasses.
Numbers are not our specialty, apparently.
Pitch back left side. This is going to be towards the sideline.
That was
run
Randall.
Out of bounds. Good job by the Warhorse D as Randall's run out of bounds short of the 1st down.
Yep, good job by the Warhorse defense, bringing them up 2 yards short. And I'm guessing both teams are in the 4-down go mode. Ingleside obviously feeling like they got a little momentum on their side. Great opportunity right here for the Warhorses to get a big stop and get some of that Mo swinging back their direction.
Absolutely, that's what we're looking for here. Let's see if the Warhorses can make a big stop here. 4th down and 2. Jacobson under center, handoff left side. Villarreal looks like Warhorses are going to get the stop there, Smitty.
Big stop by the Warhorses. That's a Baba Booey, Jim.
Baba Booey.
We need that stop.
Absolutely. Huge play by the Warhorse defense there. Ball goes back over on downs to the Warhorses.
So neither team could convert a 4th down. We talked about early on how that might be the case where, you know, these teams are pretty equal up front. And that going for it on 4th down is going to be a hit or miss game.
Absolutely. Warhorse defense does their job. Let's see if we can get the Warhorse offense out here, get them going.
Absolutely. As the clock ticks down to under 2.5 minutes here to go in the 3rd quarter. Going fast with all this running.
Trips to the left side. Hack's going to roll left, looking to throw. And that ball is going to be completed. Nice catch, Gabe Esquivel. Gain of about 7 on the play.
Nice job by Hack. Finding him over there, keeping that ball moving. Got the ball out. What is that, Jimbo? At the 46-yard line, it looks like where they're going to spot it.
46-yard line. 2nd down and 3 coming for the Horses. Twins both sides for the Horses this time. Motion by Santos. Fake to Santos. Hack keeps it up the middle. Not much doing there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're marking for a 1-yard loss.
Boy, that was big number 54. And 54 is Michael Meaves, a senior D lineman, that he just blew up that play, came blowing through and stopped Hack for a loss. So now ball resting at the 45-yard line, long 4 yards on third down, Jimbo.
Third down and a long 4, as you said, Schmitty. Warhorses break the huddle here.
Sinton has kind of blown that game open against Bandera. It's now 41-0 at halftime.
Santos with the fake here. Hack's looking to throw over the middle.
Oh.
That ball is going to be broken up. That ball is intended for Gabe Esquivel.
Leo Villarreal was in there to knock it away, Jimbo.
Leo Villarreal arriving right on time, maybe even a little bit early, but it looks like
I could argue early on that. I could argue early on that. Fourth down and that 4. Hack's looking in, trying to get a call from Coach Gomez and Coach Eads. Once again, the Warhorses are going to go for it. And again, I feel like that's the right call. That's what they have to do.
I think you're right there, Smitty. Being down by the margin they are, 1:14 left in what's been a fast game, fast third quarter. Trips to the right side. Here comes Hack. He's going to look to throw, throwing it back across. That's to Dubose. Breaks the tackle. Has got some room.
He's got the hole,
in
Jimbo.
the Ingleside territory out to the 41-yard line. That's going to be a first down. Huge play for the Horses.
Absolutely. I was a little worried about that when I first saw it. The lineman slipped down on the turf, but Dubose, being the tough runner that he is, was able to fight through, claw through, and get the first down. And I tell you what, he gets away from one more player, and it's a track meet.
We have seen the speed of the bullet, Hayden Dubose.
Absolutely.
Big first down for the Horses there as the clock goes under a minute. And, you know, that's what it's going to take. The Warhorses are going to have to make that guy miss. They're going to have to break a few tackles.
Yeah.
Create their own luck. Here's Santos. They're looking. RPO. That ball is going to be knocked down. It was intended for
Aiden
Zapata.
And that was number 28. Jackson Mabel, and that's coming over from the middle linebacker spot to cover Zapata, and he got his hands on that ball a little too well.
Yep. Clock stopped with 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Oh, man. It's rapid pace, Schmitty.
I tell you what, they have picked up the pace.
2nd and 10. Hack's going to look to throw. He's going to throw this deep down the
He's
field.
got him open. That's
and
Xavier
that is going to be caught by Xavier Contreras, still on his feet, down to the 4-yard line.
Wah-wah-wee-wah.
Wah-wah-wee-wah. Great play by the Warhorse offense.
Senior to senior, we've been talking about the youth. There's some of the experience for the Warhorse coming through, shining right when they needed it. 33 seconds to go here in the third quarter. With the Warhorse trailing, there your seniors stepping up for huge plays.
Absolutely. 1st and goal for the Horses here. Ball down at the 4-yard line.
Xavier did a great job of coming back for that ball, Jimbo.
Made a great play. Hack put it in a spot where he could go catch it.
Yep.
Let's see here. Wars is having some trouble getting lined up.
Ethan Santos.
This is going to be Hack under center. Pitch back. Gabe Esquivel coming left side. Head down. He's going to be stopped just shy. Looks like the 2-yard line there, Schmitty.
Just shy of that. It's going to be it for the third quarter. And that was a super fast third quarter as it's 8:45. And we have played 3 quarters of football. There is a player down, an Ingleside player down on the field right now. But, Jimbo, we are heading to the fourth quarter. Warhorses, in the red zone, down on the goal line. We've got to get it across right here.
Absolutely. Let's see what we've got in here. Shout out to the Horses with a Wawa Wooey and a Baba Booey from my favorite softball girls back in the day. That looks like that's going to be Brandy. Well, it was Knox. I'm trying to remember the married name here. And Courtney was Lorraine, and Stacy was, oh gosh, I just drew a blank. They'll get it all to me.
Yeah.
Stacy Collins. Not anymore. Stacy Mann now. And Courtney Oliver. And Brandy, I'm sorry, I can't think of what the last name is. But they're all out enjoying the game.
That's
watching
awesome.
tonight, having a big watch party. We appreciate them texting in.
It's like we got the injured player up. He was able to get himself off the field. Warhorses are going to start the fourth quarter with the ball at the 2-yard line. 2nd down and goal from the 2. And great opportunity to take the momentum into this fourth quarter, Jimbo.
Absolutely, Schmitty. Warhorses needing this for 2nd and goal. Just got a wah-wah-wee-wah from the girls. They appreciated the shout-out. Here we go. 2nd and goal for the Horses. Pitch back, Dubose left side up to the goal line. Looks like he's going to fall in.
That's that falling forward like Coach Eads said. There go the hands.
There's the hands. Touchdown, Warhorses. Wah-wah-wee-wah.
There it is. We needed a wah-wah-wee-wah. Just got a shout-out. Great job, Horses. And football, love you guys from the Noodle.
All right. Thank you, Nance. Let's see. I'm going to jump over to Facebook Messenger here. Paula Martin Lester in earlier. She said that they're watching. I've also got Robert Ramirez. He's watching the game in North Carolina.
Hey, now we got the East Coast represented. Thank you, Robert.
Robert's in. So extra point attempt coming for Caden Hansen. Good snap, good hold. Kick
that's
is
blocked. Jimbo, that's blocked. It's picked up
by
the
Warhorse.
Ball is
still alive. Looked like
that was a scoop and score.
That was the opportunity. A little lateral there. I think they've blown it dead,
yeah,
though.
I think so, too.
Jared Fernandez ended up with the ball.
I believe Brum got it first.
Yeah,
and then it went to Jared.
Brum has that type of creativity to try to lateral it off there.
He does.
Regardless, great.
Whether you can or you can't.
Yeah. So Warhorses cut it to almost cut the lead in half there.
Yeah.
A little over half, actually.
Yeah, they
Doing
did.
some public
Got it down,
math here.
Got it down to 11.
Yeah.
But we needed that touchdown. That was a touchdown we needed. That was a momentum change we needed. We need one of those Scott Taylor specialties right here.
Absolutely. It looked like maybe number 51, Logan Camarillo, was able to help nudge Dubose into the end zone there. So shout out to him. Hey, how about this? We've got a text
is that the old Bush push?
That was. Brittany Obaya texting this one in. Albert Obaya wanting to give the both of us a shout out. 5 stars for the job well done commentating these games. So we appreciate that.
Well, thanks a lot, Albert.
Thanks, Albert. Appreciate it.
Fellow brother out there.
That's it.
Glad to hear from Albert.
Yeah. All right. We've got a shout out here. Aubrey Serrano, her and Mandy, they want to know what exactly wah-wah-wee-wah is. Well, it's a celebratory phrase when the Warhorses score.
Yeah, that's it.
Come on now, Aubrey. So
we don't write them. We just say them.
We just happened to come up with it at the wrong time, and it stuck.
Yeah, that's what you get when you ask the kids, hey, what do y'all think we ought to say when y'all do something good? And this is the kind of stuff you get. Baba Booey and wah-wah-wee-wah.
Absolutely. Well, let's see if we can get some more wah-wah-wee-wahs and Baba Booeys here in the fourth quarter.
We need a big Baba Booey to turn into a wah-wah-wee-wah scoop and score.
Well, I think Joseph's feeling better. He might be in the infirmary, but he sure is giving us a lot of grief.
He is definitely feeling his oats.
Yes, he is. Kickoff is on the squib on the ground. Looked like the ball came loose there, Schmitty.
Loose late.
Scramble for the ball. I think the Warhorses have it.
Baba Booey.
That is Warhorse football at the 39-yard line.
Ethan Santos coming out of there with that ball.
Great job by the Warhorse D. Exactly what they needed there.
Peyton Ralston picked the ball up for the Mustangs, advanced it, and then lost it in the pile. Excellent job by the Horses. Great opportunity. Ball resting at the 39-yard line, and momentum starting to swing.
Absolutely. Warhorses desperately needed that. Big play by the special teams headed by Coach Scott Taylor. Hey, would be remiss if we did not mention Scott Taylor lost his mother this past weekend. Gail, she'd had some health issues. Yeah. Shout out to the Taylor family.
Absolutely. That's an educator, 30-year plus year educator.
Yep. Here come the Horses to the line quickly. Pitch back. No, this is going to be fake. Looking to throw. Has a man hacked down the middle. That is going to be Santos. Caught at the 14-yard line. Brought down. What a play by the Warhorses.
I'll tell you what, there was a little scrum for that ball.
There was.
Ingleside came up with the ball. They called it.
Oh, my goodness.
He took it away from him.
Oh my goodness. It looked like.
No way. Ethan Santos was on the ground, Jimbo. This is not a good call for the Warhorses right here.
I tell you what, it looked like.
Oh, my goodness.
It looked like Ethan came down with the ball and Ingleside at the same time as they were going down. I don't know if there was some bobbling going on the far side.
I tell you what, there was a defender right there, and you could see there was a scrap for the ball. And they are saying that he took the ball from Ethan before they were down. So that is a huge turn of events for the Warhorses after they got a great big break doing the same thing on the kickoff.
Absolutely. I tell you what, I would like to be able to see that one again, but it stands as called on the field. So as it's called, first down for the Mustangs at the 13-yard line.
Hey.
Handoff right side, big stick there by the horses.
There we go. There we go.
No
That's a good
gain.
Baba Booey.
Loss of 1. Good defensive stand here to start by the horses.
You know what, Jimbo? That little play right there might get the Warhorse fired up and get us a turnover right here. Hey, got a shout out. I mentioned her earlier, but my sister cheering in Napa, California.
All right.
Just said they turned it on late, but they're cheering on the Warhorses. And we talked about her and the traffic that she might be facing out there.
I should have put that it was a 7 o'clock Central start, not a 7 o'clock West Coast. So here we go. Pitch out, left side. Warhorses there. Gain of about 3 out to the 14-yard line. I believe that was Smith with the carry, J.C. Smith for the Mustangs.
I tell you, Jimbo, this Warhorse defense is playing a lot more fired up than I've seen them in a while. That interesting call on the interception has got this Warhorse defense fired up. Right now would be a great place for a takeaway.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 9 for the Mustangs. 10:26 left to go here. Looking to throw out to the flat. That is going to be Smith at the 20-yard line. Big hit by the Warhorses there. He is going to be short of the first down.
Ethan Santos and Nate Ramirez out there bringing him down emphatically. And that is going to bring up a 4th down and 2. And, Jim, this is awfully deep. They're almost going to have to punt this ball.
Absolutely. That was actually caught by Aiden Chalk, number 1. I thought it was number 7 there at first from our vantage points. But regardless, great play by the Warhorse D.
Absolutely. For those interested out there, Somerset has taken the lead 35-27 over Fred in the 3rd quarter. So that ball game's a barn burner.
Good snap. Here's the punt by Ingleside. Low line drive punt. Nate is going to field it on the bounce. He's got the right side out to the 5th
position for the horses as 9:35 to go here in this 4th quarter, and the Warriors definitely need a scoring drive.
Absolutely here. Hey, real quick, Brianne Obaya Austin texting in. She said in-person basketball signups for DYS tomorrow at the soccer games. So if you're interested in having your kiddos participate in DYS basketball, you can sign them up tomorrow at the soccer games.
That would be awesome. Could always use some extra basketball players.
That's exactly right. All right, here we go. Warhorses have it 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hack in the gun, looking to throw. And he is going to throw this over the middle. Mason Martinez catch at the 5-yard line. Wow, huge play by the horses.
That's right. If Mason could have stayed on his feet, he was in the end zone, but that'll get the ball down to the 5-yard line. What a throw by Hack.
Boy, a absolute dart by senior Brady Hackabill there. Senior to senior connection as Mason brings it in at the 10, falls forward to the 5.
And it's exactly what the Warhorses need is a quick score right here as the clock has been running, as we said, 9:21 and counting.
So 1st and goal here for the horses. Ball at the 5-yard line. They're going to come out in the double wing set. Hack under center. Pitch back, Gabe Escobar. He is looking left side. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Warhorses.
2 plays for the Warhorses to get it in. Exactly the kind of drive they needed. Quick score after forcing the punt. And like I said, after that interception, this Warhorse team is playing with a new life.
Absolutely. 19-24. Warhorses trail by 5. Phil, Coach Gomez is going to leave the offense on here. Go for 2.
Absolutely. No doubt about that.
So, big turn of events here after that interception by the Warhorses. 10 seconds left on the play clock here.
Got the old ball don't lie call from some of our local fans out there.
Absolutely. Hack to under center, gets the play off. Hack's going to look, keeping it here. He's going to pitch back Santos, right side, not much doing there. Looked like that play was just a little discombobulated from the beginning.
It almost looked like Hack thought they were going to go the other way, and anyway, it was out of sorts, but got what we needed, got within a score, less than a score with the 5-point differential right here, and I like the way the momentum has made a dramatic shift in the War's direction.
Absolutely. Hey, we've had plenty of shout-outs from Sadlers. Justin Sadler in here said it's time to take Ingleside for a rumble in the Warhorse jungle, Jimbo.
Here we go.
And then he replied, that is the jungle baby there. So Warhorse fans definitely coming to life here, as are the Warhorses on this one. Amanda Hackabill's in here. The Florida Hackabill crew is watching, supporting us back home. I'm glad they're doing that.
Fantastic.
Brian Bentley texting in here, and they're watching in the Houston area. He's got 20 people together watching the Warhorses tonight.
That's great.
That is awesome.
I tell you what, he's one of my favorite stories because he's got people not watching their hometown, but watching his hometown.
That's exactly right. And if you know Brian's personality,
oh, yeah,
you understand why that happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ice to Eskimos. Is that what you're saying? That man could sell ice to Eskimos?
Yeah, definitely could. Yep. So another text in, Brianna Mann texting in here. Can't with all the wah-wah-wee-wahs from us with some crying emojis. But how about a shout-out to the Senior Broncos going their first playoff game tomorrow undefeated. Noon tomorrow in Charlotte. You got it, Bree. Here's going to be the kickoff by the Horses. This is going to be fielded at the 12 by Ingleside. Looking right side, that's Virial. He's going to be hit at the 24. Looks like he'll fall forward to the 26, 27-yard line.
Great job by the coverage team on the Warhorses. That was a nice deep kick by, I believe, Dubose kicked that, didn't he?
I believe it was, yeah.
They kicked that ball nice and deep for the Warhorses, and they had great coverage. Scott Taylor's special teams out there playing with a little special someone watching over tonight.
Yep. Let's see, Kaylee Ramirez in with a "Let's Go Horses," all caps and about 4,000 exclamation points.
Oh, there you go.
How about that?
Well, when you're a doctor, you can speak that way.
Yeah, we probably couldn't read her writing if she wrote it, if she's going to be a doctor. 1st and 10 here. Warhorse defense needs another stop. Ingleside going to be a little pitch pass to Virial, right side, down the sideline.
Going to be knocked out of bounds.
Run out of bounds after a gain of about 7. Whew.
God, Jimbo, its game was always exciting, but it's getting more exciting right now. Big time for a Warhorse defensive stop.
Yep, looks like that was a gain of 6 for Virial on the carry.
Yep. Bring up 2nd and 4. They're not rushing to the line near as much, taking all of that play clock, Jim, letting as much of this time tick off the clock as possible.
Yep, 2nd down and 4 coming, 8 minutes and 14 seconds left. Motion here. This is going to be handoff up the middle, and that is nice job by the Warhorses. And that is number 22, Randall. No gain, maybe even a loss of 1 there, Smitty.
I think so. And number 25, Peyton Carr, was the one that grabbed him as he tried to turn the corner, and Peyton said, "No, sir, not on my senior watch."
Absolutely. 3rd down, and we'll call it 5 for the Ingleside Mustangs. Huge 3rd down again for the Warhorses.
It is. The Warhorses have turned this defense up to another level. Coach Villa's got some stuff dialed up, Jimbo.
Absolutely. 3rd and 5 here. Twins to the left side for Ingleside. Looking to throw. They're going to throw this across the middle there. Caught for the 1st down.
That was number 1.
Aiden Chalk.
That's going to get the ball out to the 49-yard line. I tell you what, Ethan Santos was right there. I thought he had a chance for the pick.
I thought so too there. Ethan just a little bit late on that. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball rest at their 49. Again, Mustangs not in a big hurry here.
No,
Smitty.
they're not, Jimbo. They're willing to let this clock run down. It's getting down under 20, under 15 or 10 just about every snap.
Handoff coming left side here, and that is going to be number 22, I believe.
Yes, sir.
That's Randall again.
Yes, sir. Number 24, Brandon Martinez with the tackle, pulling him down.
I think it's time for a strip, scoop, and score.
I love it. I love the way you're talking.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we've been trying to get Cannonball to get us one of those all season long, and what a great opportunity it would be right now to make that happen.
Clock continues to run. 15 seconds on the play clock. 6:22 left to go in the game. Trips to the left side. Handoff going right. Big hold there. That is going to be Randall. He's going to be brought down by the Horses at the 30-yard line, but that is a huge play for the Mustangs.
That was a big play. They misdirection that on us, Jimbo, and they fooled us, had us all come in one direction and went back the other way. So not the play the Horses were looking for. That's going to be 1st and 10. What's that, from the 32-yard line as clock ticks down under 6 minutes. In a must-stop situation for the Warhorses right here.
Absolutely. Warhorses have to get a stop. Richard Malone texting in. He's watching. Said about a block south of the golf course there from the homestead. Looking to throw over the middle. Actually, right side. That ball is going to be out of bounds. Incomplete. Great coverage by Ethan Santos.
Was that Ethan? No, that's
I'm sorry.
Sammy
That's
Guardiola.
Sammy Guardiola. You're right. Ethan's on our side.
Yeah, Ethan's over here on our side. Great job by Sammy out there. And I'm interested. That's an interesting play, Jimbo, that they would throw that ball to stop the clock.
Yeah. I think Ingleside seeing if the Warhorses maybe were selling out on trying to stop the run.
Probably so.
Great job by Sammy to recognize it step for step with the receiver down the right sideline. Trips to the left again for the Mustangs. Clock stop with 5:33. This is going to be handoff up the middle. Good job by the Warhorse D. They're going to hit Randall after a gain of 2.
Boy, that was Peyton Carr once again coming in there and laying a big lick. Sammy Guardiola in there. Who else did I? What other number did I do? 74. That's, excuse me, Zach Martinez. Lots of horses in on that tackle. Cannon Ramirez was in on that stop. Pretty much the left side of the defensive.
Yeah, let's see. The ball rests at the 32-yard line. So
we're getting into some interesting thought processes here, Jimbo. Are they close? They've got a good field goal kicker. Are they close enough?
That's what I was thinking. I think as it stands right now at the 32, you're looking at about a 49-yard field goal.
But if they pick up half of this yardage, does he have what it takes to get it there? Do you risk it?
Let's see. Here come the Ingleside Mustangs. Under centers, Jacobson. Looks like they're going to call a timeout there, as they did not like what they saw on 3rd and 9. That gives us a chance to kind of catch our breath a little bit. Hey, one thing I want to talk about. We had a really exciting day Wednesday. We had a signing at DHS.
That's right. We did. We had a signing for one of your basketball girls, Macy Hine.
Macy Hine signed her national letter of intent to go and continue her basketball career at Texas A&M International in Laredo.
And education.
And her education as well. That will be going on next year, so congratulations to Macy. She's also one of those that we read off as co-MVP in volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's also one of those that you read off as academic, all district. And if I was guessing, I bet that girl's going to end up with an academic all state before it's all over.
I would think,
or 2.
I would think that is very much in the cards. So congratulations to Macy. Awesome event there, being able to be a part of that signing.
Yes, it was great to get over there. I did have to wear a Dust Devil shirt. Did not go over well with my family since then they're in the same conference with St. Mary's. But, you got to do that for your kiddos.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 9. Looks like they're going to throw. This is going to be that screen again. It is going to be caught. Actually, bobbled.
Jimbo, that ball was bobbled.
And 16, that is a touchdown for Ingleside.
And he almost dropped that ball on the catch. Our coaches were right next to our coaches. They were calling it. They knew what was coming. Couldn't quite get it relayed out to the boys on the field. And then I thought he was going to drop the ball.
Yeah, Christian Roca looked like had he caught the ball, he was going to go one way. The bobble kind of took him back towards the middle of the field, and he was able to get past the horses there in the middle of the field.
Boy, and he found a hole and got on his horse.
He did. Here's the extra point attempt, and it is up and good. So Ingleside takes extends the lead here with 4:42 left. It is 31-19.
That would jump it out there to the proverbial 12-point lead, Jimbo.
Yep.
But still time, 4:42 to go. The Horses scored on a 2-play drive last time, and we're going to have to do a little bit more of that. The Warhorse defense still looking good, still looking strong. We just got to keep the faith.
Absolutely there. Let's check for some shout-outs here. Bob Favorado texting in. He is wanting to say hello to you and I, Gary. Appreciate the shout-out there, Bob. He asked about Coach Scott Taylor. He's the special teams coach. I might have misspoke a while ago, Bob. Coach Gomez, Coach Eads. Eads is the offensive coordinator via defensive coordinator. Gomez, of course, the head coach. So get that cleared up.
Yeah. Bob, how you doing? Missing you at those baseball games.
Really missing your binoculars right now, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. As you can tell, we haven't called a number right in a while.
Hey, how about this? Tammy Royce texting in. Used to be Maxwell. Cassidy and Biscuit are watching and cheering for the maroon and gold tonight. Said we didn't have to give her a shout-out, but I'm going to.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Said to tell you hi, and she said, go horses.
Hey, another ex-Arabian right there.
That is.
Hey, just got a text in here for those interested in some local scores. Pleasanton 21, Lampasas 14 in a barn burner going on.
Ball squibbed down the right side. It's going to make its way to Nate Ramirez, and he is going to give up a little bit of ground.
Oh, he's
still on his feet.
Come on, Nate. Come on, Nate.
Stay there.
Turn
Nate.
the corner.
Come on. Get out. Nate's going to be run out of bounds at the 25-yard line there.
That could have been a late hit right there, Jimbo. He was out of bounds 2 steps before the hit, but no flag on the play nonetheless. Great job by Nate. I tell you what, you're right. He gave up some ground back there, but got it back, got the ball out. Looks like around the 24-yard line. 25. Going to spot it right on the 25-yard line.
So
that's for the horses.
4:30 left for the horses here.
Coach Gomez giving Brady Hack to play.
Eric Smith texting in. He's watching the game. Appreciate that. And, hey, Chad Saunders texting in as well.
Tell Eric congratulations to his Natalia Mustangs getting a win last night.
Yep.
And they're moving on to the area round of the playoffs. Eric, if you know who you're playing, shoot us a text.
1st and 10 for the horses here. Hack's going to look to throw, steps up
Got
in the
some
pocket,
time.
Throws it deep. That ball is going to be caught.
Great catch.
Sliding catch by Ethan Santos at the 45.
Wow, great catch by Santos right there. How about Hack's poise, standing in the pocket, white shirts all around him, and he still gets that ball off for the, goodness gracious, Jim, what was that? The
25,
10, 20, 30 yard?
There you go. I like it. I'm not going to argue with it, argue with you there, Smitty.
30-yard completion, ball on the Ingleside 45.
1st and 10 for the horses. Hack looking to throw again. This is going to be across the middle. That is caught.
That's Xavier Contreras again, senior to senior once
still
again.
On his feet, fighting forward inside the 25-yard line, brought down at the 24.
Hey, we've gone from the 25 to the 45, back to the 25. I think the next one is in the house.
Not going to argue with you at all there, Smitty.
Let's put this one in the house. 3:52 to go. Warhorse is showing the never quit, never say die attitude.
Absolutely.
Found a little something. Found some creases out there in the Ingleside secondary.
All right, here come the horses to the line of scrimmage. They're going twins to both sides. Hack in the gun. Looking to throw. Late pressure coming. He's going to throw this over the middle. That is going to be intended for Xavier Contreras. Incomplete.
Boy, that ball was tipped by number 2, James Smith, senior defensive back, and he tipped it just enough to get it over X's head, or we might have had a touchdown right there, Jim.
Clock stops with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. Warhorses still remain with all 3 timeouts.
They do. Ingleside's had to use one of theirs.
Coach Gomez has the play in for the horses here. Let's see what they come up with. 2nd down and 10.
Clock ticking down.
24.
7 seconds. 5, 4. Hack just gets it off at 2.
Looking to run. No, now he's going to throw. This ball is going to be intercepted at the 5-yard line. This is number 2, James Smith, and he's going to run that back out to
We got a flag
35.
on the play. We got 2 flags on the play down here, Jimbo, and Ethan Santos is telling me it's holding.
Well, let's see what happens here as the officials are going to get together.
That ball was in and out of Gabe Esquivel's hands, went through for the pick, but was the holding on the route or was the holding on after the catch?
That's
huge.
Huge. You're exactly right.
They're pointing back like we're heading back that way.
Personal foul indicated.
Personal foul against Ingleside. Now,
they are going to say it is going to be a first down for Ingleside, so post-possession there.
Post-possession, personal foul. Gosh, that could have been a huge break for the Warhorses right there had that happened earlier. That's going to move the ball back, though, to the 9-yard line, and this defense stays fired up right here. This is a great place for the scoop and score, Jimbo.
Absolutely. Warhorses are going to need that for sure.
3:16 to go here. Warhorses down by 12. So must-stop situations for the horses.
Hey, got to give a quick shout-out here. Ty Sadler texting in, yet another Sadler. Mentioned that the 8th grade Colts went 9-0 this year. That is worth mentioning. This is going to be a jet sweep for Virial, trying to get to the right side. And he is still on his feet down the sideline, makes a move, and he'll be out past the 40-yard line. Ball comes loose late.
That was Nate Ramirez that got down there and made the tackle and stripped that ball on the way down, and they are going to –
I think they're going to call Virial down on the play before the ball came out.
Yes, sir, they are. And, it's hard to tell. Did he get out of bounds before Nate got the strip?
Right.
Because it's right there on the sideline. The clock's running, so maybe he didn't get out of bounds. I guess he was on the ground. But Nate did a great job of saving that touchdown tackle and getting the ball stripped away. Well, Jimbo, we thought they were going slow a while ago. Now they've really slowed it down. Clock, they haven't even broke the huddle. Clock's at 11.
Here come the Ingleside to the line. It's going to be a keep this time. Stopped by the Warhorses. That's going to be a loss of 1 on the play.
Great job by Zach Martinez getting in there and stopping them for a loss. And I guess Coach Gomez is going to have to start thinking about these timeouts pretty quick, Jimbo.
I would think so, Schmitty.
Just saw an update. Sinton 57, Bandera nothing. So that game is not over with, but going to be a tough end for the Bandera season. Second down and 11.
Here comes
Clock
Ingleside.
getting down to 2 minutes.
To the line. This is going to be sweep right. This is going to be Virial again. Out of bounds this time after a gain of about 3.
That'll stop the clock at 1:54.
So
Warhorse defense doing what it can right now. It's just, they're struggling. Hey, how about this score? Mission Veterans Memorial from the Valley 7, Medina Valley Panthers 7.
Hey,
in the third quarter.
Good
You
game
talk
there.
about a barn burner.
Yes, sir. All right, third down and about 8 for Ingleside. They're going to hand off. This is going to be up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of 4.
Was that J.C. Smith right
that
there,
was
number
J.C.
7?
Smith with the carry.
Coach Gomez calling his first time out.
Stops the clock with 1 minute and 46 seconds.
Fourth down, 2 to go. Ball just on Ingleside of the 50 at the 49-yard line. So, Jimbo, we're going to have to get a stop right here on this fourth down.
Yeah, we are. This is huge, obviously, for the Warhorses.
Well, they've shown that we can move the ball down the field in a hurry, but we got to get it.
Absolutely.
We've got to get that ball back so that we can.
Yep.
We've been talking about a lot of things going on. The Warhorses this season, 1:46 to go for them to turn it around, get this stop, go get the touchdown and get the ball back.
Absolutely.
You're going to start tournament season. Where are you going?
We've got a regular game Tuesday night at home at the DSAC against Lytle. That's a 6:15 game for the varsity.
Hey, and they're tough this year.
They are. They've got a good squad. They had a good squad last year. A lot of kids coming back. And then we're going to go to Southside on this weekend. The varsity's going to the Southside tournament. We're going to play a couple of 5 and 6A teams.
I was going to say, I've seen some names in that tournament. You're going to go play some competition.
Yeah. And we got our freshman JV going to the Pearsall tournament.
Well, that's awesome. All right, Ingleside up to the line. Ooh.
That is going to be a sneak up the middle there. This is going to be depending upon the spot.
That is going to be close, Jimbo.
I think it's going to be short, Schmitty.
I do, too. One official's coming in right on the 50-yard line. A lot of Warhorses are pointing back, but the other official looks like, and there you are.
Stopped by the Warhorses, yes.
Just what we needed, the Warhorse stop right on the 50-yard line, so got about a half yard short. And that is what the Warhorses needed, was that stop, Jimbo.
Absolutely. Still live for the horses.
Minute 40
left. So let's see if the Warhorses can get the ball into the end zone.
Now, Coach Villa's defense bowed its neck once again. And now it's time for that offense to show us some of that magic that they've thrown out there.
So 1st and 10, Warhorses have it 50 yards away here. Need to get to the end zone soon. Give themselves a chance. Hack's got it. He's looking to throw. Pressure comes late. Great job avoiding it. He's going to end up tucking it and trying to run. Still on his feet, though, and brought down there. Ball comes out late, but we're going to call him down.
He was already down. In fact, they stopped his progress at the line of scrimmage. He was thrown down 3 or 4 yards deep, but they stopped his progress as even a 1-yard gain.
Yep.
And I tell you what, he pulled it down. He was about to run, and I was thinking the same thing. It looked like he had a lot of territory because we flooded deep.
Yes. Yeah, and of course, Ingleside is taking away that deep route right now.
They are. And Ingleside's fast. They're closing speed, as we saw right there. But made a little something out of nothing. Warhorses had to call their second time out. Minute 25 to go here.
Hey, and, speaking of basketball, we were talking about how we're getting started. Hey, Warhorse basketball is rapidly approaching as well.
That it is. Warhorses have a game. Win or lose tonight, we're going to go play a game in Dilley. And we're going to take the guys that have been out there, the ones that don't play football, after we come back and make this win right here.
That's what I like to hear.
And then the JV is going to go play on Thursday down in Dilley in a tournament, Thursday, Saturday.
Okay.
And the varsity, since we're going to win and have a game on Friday, we're going to try to move a game with Comfort to Saturday if Comfort would oblige us in that manner.
Well, awesome. All right, here we go. Back to live action. 2nd down and 9 for the Warhorses. Trips to the right. Hack's going to roll that way, looking to throw. This ball is going to be completed. 1st down, Xavier Contreras still on his feet.
Spin move by Xavier. He's
still fighting forward. The senior not wanting it to end there. He's going to be down to the 22-yard line.
Great job. I tell you what, Hack got hit. His arm got hit on that throw. How he got it to X, I don't know.
Clock stops with 1:12 while they set the chains here. Warhorses getting the play in. Clock is now going to roll.
At
minute and 7 seconds. Trips to the right for the horses.
Hack's got the snap.
Looking to throw. This is going to be thrown out of bounds.
That's the second time that Hack's arm was hit. That was number 64, Seth Morgan, a junior linebacker that got in there and got an arm on Hack. Great play by Hack to just get the ball out there. 57 seconds to go, though, Jimbo, and it's getting crazy.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 as the clock does stop on the incomplete pass.
Hey, you want to talk about getting crazy? How about this? Somerset, 38, Fred, 38.
Oh, my goodness.
So
heck of a ball game.
We got a couple of good ball games just like ours right here. A lot of people getting some great playoff action in the first week of the high school playoffs.
Twins, both sides for the horses, looking to throw. Hack's going to throw over the middle.
He's got it.
This ball is in back of the end zone, incomplete there. It looked like he had, can't tell who that was for the horses. I think that might be Aiden Zapata.
I think you're right. I think that's Aiden Zapata. And there was a collision down there between Zapata and 2 defensive backs for Ingleside to knock that free. Still in the 3rd quarter, Jimbo. PI 16, Carrizo 8. That's a barn burner.
Oh, wow.
So
that game, I think, in Cal Allen tonight.
So several really good ball games here in week number 1. A lot of times you see blowouts in week 1.
Absolutely.
But these are some fantastic week 1 matchups.
Hack looking to throw, going to have a penalty flag, though, before this one can get started.
No, it's a timeout, Jimbo. It's a timeout by Ingleside. They are not happy with the defensive coverage. So they are letting them know over there that they were not like the way they were lined up. So kind of a break for the horses there to get to come over and talk. Coach Gomez down to just 1 timeout left. So really a good opportunity to get in here and talk and get the right play called here on 3rd and 10.
Absolutely. So,
Fred went for 2. They're up 39-38.
Oh, wow. I wonder how much time's left in that one.
Or maybe I read that score wrong. I'm not having my glasses on.
Yeah. Just reading some of the things in Facebook here. Travis Bentley was texting in, how do we message the guys in the booth? Well, Travis, it might be a little late now, but just send me something through Facebook Messenger. You can send it to the my account, or you can send it to the DHS broadcasting account, buddy.
50 seconds to go. This is a big play for the Warhorses right here. I know it's only 3rd down, but we're 2 scores away, Jimbo.
We are. We've got to get the ball into the end zone soon.
Yes, sir.
And then, we've got to probably go onside kick, but horses have had some success with that this year.
We had some success with that. I thought we had one earlier in the game.
First things first, though, time to get the ball in the end zone here. Hack
Correct.
Looking to throw over the middle. Mason Martinez.
Oh.
Incomplete. Looked like Mason had it for a second and then lost it.
Yeah, in and out. So that was going to get the ball down. It was going to be a 1st down, get the ball down inside the 10-yard line had Mason come up with that. But that brings up the biggest 4th down of the season.
Absolutely. Absolutely here. Warhorses must at least get the 1st down to keep this thing going. Would love to see the ball get into the end zone. Down 12 with 46 seconds left to go. Low snap. Hack does a good job of coming up with it. Throws. That ball is going to be caught out of bounds. Peyton Carr.
Great job by Peyton Carr.
And that is at the 11-yard line. That's enough for the first down there,
And
Schmitty.
I tell you what, that is one smart young man in the classroom. And you could see that because he knew the exact yardage he needed to get to, got it, got out of bounds to stop the clock, heads up play by another senior.
I was just thinking that as we're coming down the end here, how many big plays have these seniors made for the Warhorses?
And you said it earlier with Brummage. We're talking about Brummage a while ago. These seniors do not want this season to end tonight.
No, they do not. All right, here we go. 41 seconds left. Warhorse is going to motion to the right side here.
To me, I don't think we ever got set.
I think this is going to be another timeout by Ingleside.
Yep, you're right. You are correct, Jimbo. So 40 seconds to go. That was their last timeout. So the Horses get some of those crazy sets. We might get to run the play and get it in the end zone.
Absolutely there. So
glad. I sure appreciate all the people texting in, the people that want to find out how to text in. It's awesome that there's so many people out there listening and watching. I can't believe that people want to listen. And I mean, I understand why they want to watch the Warhorses play. I completely get that.
Absolutely.
I do not understand why they want to listen to you and I.
Well, I'm sure a lot of them put the mute button on the TV when they do it.
Kind of like old school Monday Night Football.
Yeah, exactly. So I tell you what, a good crowd here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium tonight to watch the Warhorses. Just got a text in, Bill Bain, typical Warhorses, no quit.
Oh,
there's no truer statement there.
You know, and that is something that, it started back with Dean Bates. He instilled that. Coach Quiz kept it going, and now the third head coach, Coach Gomez, is just keeping that same mentality in the no-quit Warhorses.
Oh, look at that score just came in. Somerset back on top, 41-38 over Fred.
That game is crazy, Jim.
All right, here comes back to live action. Hack's going to throw this one wide open. Ethan Santos.
Touchdown,
Warhorses.
Wah-wah-wee-wah.
35 seconds left. Still time on the clock there, Smitty.
And the Horses needed that. 7:30 to go in that Somerset game, Jim.
Oh, wow.
So they got quite a bit of time to go in that game, but we don't.
No, we don't.
We have 35 seconds. We've got a 6-point ball game right now.
Mm-hmm. Looks like the Warhorses are thinking about going for 2 here.
And it really doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
You go for 2, you go for 1. You're still going to have to get a touchdown to take the lead. You're not going to be able to do it with just the field goal, but you would like to get as close as you can.
All right, here come the Horses. Hack's going to look to throw here. Over the middle, caught Gabe Esquivel, 2-point conversion for the Horses.
Beautiful. 27-31, 4-point ball game.
35 seconds left. Warhorses still have a timeout.
You know what, Jimbo? I said that didn't matter. It does matter. Warhorses go down and score a touchdown and get the point after. That sets the differential that field goal can't beat you with the good field goal kicker that Ingleside has.
That's exactly right.
So, yeah, somebody thinking a little straighter than us. Go figure.
Yeah, hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
I tell you what, Schmitty, this has been fun. This has been a great game. Warhorses looking for some really late magic here, and have put themselves in the position to have the opportunity to do it.
That's right. You know we're going to see something special right here from Coach Taylor. And we just need the Warhorses to get on them. Pleasanton Lampasas 21-21.
Oh, wow.
3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter in that ball game.
Another great football game.
Appreciate all the updates. Oh, Lampasas just went up 27-21 right after I said that. So appreciate the shout-outs or the score updates I'm getting from our man Friday out there. Wish you were here, buddy.
Absolutely.
We need somebody out there directing the camera crew.
Yep, looks like Friesenhan on to do the kicking here for the Horses.
He's had some luck this year. There's that high bounce.
That ball is going to be fielded by Chalk of the Mustangs at the 41-yard line.
Chalk's been sure-handed all night for the Mustangs, and it did it once again.
Yep.
And Jimbo, with only one timeout and 35 seconds on the clock, that might have been the last gasp for the Warhorses.
That's exactly right. Now, with the one timeout, there are probably 2 plays here for the Mustangs. So
we could get a bad snap. We can get a fumble. Anything could happen. They have to run the plays.
Yeah, you would expect the Mustangs to try to protect the ball. Of course, the Warhorses try to strip the ball if they get that opportunity.
That is the truth. Great battle by the Warhorse right there. Clock's ticking down to 7 seconds, play clock that is. And, you know, Mr. Bain hit the nail on the head. No quit in the Devine Warhorses.
No, there's not. And I tell you what, Ingleside's going to take a knee here, and Warhorses are going to use their last timeout with 32 seconds left in this one. Hey, you got to give a huge shout-out to these seniors on the Warhorse football team. Brady Hack, you've got Xavier Contreras, you've got Mason Martinez, Hayden Dubose, Gus Puente, Peyton Carr, Ryan Castro, Xavier Garza, Jared Fernandez, and Hayden Brummage, and that's just to name. Well, I think that's got them all. This might be a revised roster from a while back, but
right. I'm looking down that big monster one they got, and I didn't see any other ones that you missed. But if we missed one, Cannon Ramirez, that's who I missed. I got his mixed up there. Yeah, Cannon Ramirez right there, and then Jared Fernandez, and we're going to miss those guys. You know, thank goodness we had the rest of the school year with them.
Absolutely,
they're great to have in class, but we're going to miss seeing them out here on the football field
for sure.
I just can't say enough about their effort, their valiant effort. I mean, they were down. A lot of teams would have given up where they were,
absolutely.
And they fought back, and they got it within 4 and gave themselves a chance to go get this win, and it just didn't happen for them tonight. And
Ingleside's going to take the knee there. That is going to do it as the time will run out. Warhorses can't stop it.
Heart goes out to these seniors and this Warhorse team, the sophomores, freshmen, juniors on this team, every one of them, the coaching staff who's been, working. And they didn't just start in August working on this, Jimbo.
Oh, no.
They started working last year when we lost the last football game.
That's exactly
when they
right.
started working on this.
Absolutely.
And a lot of these kids have been doing the same thing in the weight room, and stuff like that. So it's always tough when a season of any kind comes in. Coach McIver's same scenario.
Absolutely.
Her kids been working all year long for the success that they achieved, and glad to be a part of it.
For sure. We always talk about it. When you get to the playoffs, there's only going to be one team in each classification that ends up winning that last game.
Yeah.
And it's going to be heartbreaking when you don't do it. Hey, valiant effort by the Warhorses here tonight. And great comeback here in the second half. You knew something was up when the Warhorse coaching staff came up here in the second half, pumped up, fist pumping, ready to go.
They were.
Stinks for the Warhorses, but hey, congratulations to the Ingleside Mustangs. Great game here. They will advance to play the Wimberley Texans in the area round of the playoffs. Smitty, it has been. Well, go ahead.
I'm gonna miss coming out Friday nights with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say
sitting up here. I mean, it's hectic. It's crazy with basketball and everything else going on. But I tell you what, I wouldn't trade it.
No. I wouldn't
trade it.
This is definitely one of the highlights of the week. Love coming up here, love supporting the students of DHS, love bragging about all the positive things that are going on at DHS. And for those of you guys that are home, y'all know this, but I'm going to say it anyways. There's all kinds of wonderful things going on at Devine High School. The students of DHS, great kiddos, do great things.
That's right. I'm sorry, Jimbo. Get out and watch a basketball game. We got some people that are going to stream them for us at some point. When things settles down. But get out there and get in the gym. Come out to the DSAC and watch these teams play. You'll be glad you did.
Yeah. So, Schmitty, enjoyed it, my friend.
Oh, I did too, Jimbo.
I'm sad it's come to an end, but we appreciate everybody that tunes in all the time. All kinds of text messages. Sorry if I wasn't able to get to yours. Appreciate the fans that tune in and watch. Congratulations to the Ingleside Mustangs as they advance. And you know what? Congratulations to the Devine Warhorses. Great season, young kids.
Nothing to hang your head about.
Absolutely not. So for the last time for football this year, though, for Coach Gary Schmidt, I'm Coach Jim Sessions. We appreciate everybody tuning in and watching with us all year. Final tonight, Ingleside Mustangs 31, the Devine Warhorses 27. And we're out of here. See y'all next year. See you on the flip side.